dare you to ask her again.
Babe, she doesn't want to talk.
You're going to break that.
Ending a relationship is difficult. Mom will open up when she's ready.
I never said I broke up with Jared.
Are you saying you didn't?
What I'm saying is, whether I did or not is none of your business.
Mom doesn't like to share pain.
Excuse me? Mom is the Robin Hood of pain. She takes from those who have too much and she spreads it around to those who don't have enough.
The stupid thing is broken.
Where's Lauren?
I just simply asked you to pick her
Left
up.
a message on the machine.
What's my fault? I'll go.
No, I'll get her.
Usually fine.
You move the car out of the driveway. I am the worst. Get your
What are we
car
all
out of the
going?
driveway. Why are you following me?
Let me go.
Just let me get my
give me the keys.
All right,
Mom,
all right.
give me the-
Nobody talk unless I point to them.
Maybe that's her now.
What happened to the point?
Where were you? Thanks a lot.
I'm so sorry. I'll play Barbies with you every night for 2 months.
Rob Meltzer, Lauren Sensei.
Yeah, Amy Gray. I think I met you when I signed Lauren up.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Hello. Shall I go and check on your daughter?
Yes. Tell her I'll buy her a pony.
Vincent Gray, brother.
Oh.
My brother, not Lauren's, obviously.
I figured I'd better bring her home.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
After she waited a half hour.
I know. It never happens. We take turns and something fell through the cracks, and it's not gonna happen again because I'm gonna hire a babysitter one of these days.
It happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah. It's nice seeing you again.
Hey, Rob. Would you like to have dinner with us? It's just noodles, and the pepper mill is broken, but
No thanks, Mrs. Gray. I have plans.
it's Amy. Mrs. Gray is my ancient mother.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. All of you.
Shut up.
Judge Faraday?
Judge Gray, I hope you don't want to change your CSO again.
No, it's nothing like that. I have an idea, an administrative idea, and obviously you are the go-to guy. I mean, it's within your sphere.
What is it?
Adoption Day.
Uh-huh.
Other counties are experimenting with it. We set aside 1 day every quarter to finalize adoptions. Currently, as you know, we just slot them in whenever we can.
Nope.
And No?
By slotting them in, we cut into our backlog. I can't support anything that'll put our dockets behind.
But when we slot them in, we don't give them their moment.
Their moment?
Well, they show up, and to them, it's as important as a wedding, and we just rush them through. These are foster children who have waited months or years to be adopted, and it's getting bogged down at the judicial level.
Because judges are bogged down with more pressing cases like neglect and delinquency.
So we do it on a Saturday.
The weekend?
One Saturday, every 3 months. We could process 200 adoptions.
Judges, lawyers, CSOs, court reporters volunteering.
4 Saturdays a year.
4 Saturdays a year.
Oscar, I am honored to present your daughter, Ariadne Gray Band.
She's a beaut. Peanut. Hi. It's Daddy.
He likes her.
It's your daddy. She looks so much like
I know.
my mother.
Oh,
God, I wish I could just hold her.
Oscar, what's the matter? We'll get you out of here. We'll all be together one day.
It's not just that.
What? Have you found someone else?
Donna, I'm a convicted murderer.
Ariadne will grow up knowing you did not kill your mother. That is my solemn pledge.
But looking into that sweet, sweet face, I have to tell you something. Like, the truth.
No way, Oscar.
Donna! Donna!
It's that condescending chuckle. I just wanted to push him out the window.
No one would suspect you of killing Judge Faraday. You've been so close.
He doesn't think I can get any of the judges to volunteer their time. He thinks we're all like him. We're not all like him.
Good morning.
She's supposed to be on maternity leave.
Yeah, I better call my brother. See the gasket blew.
Miss Gray? Hi. I'm Barb Gallinelli. I run the Rape Crisis Center here at the hospital. I heard you just met with our administrator about the abandoned house on Carisbrook Road.
Then you probably heard he said the hospital can't afford to give up such valuable real estate.
Well, they can't afford to renovate it either.
Sanctuary House begins and ends with the property, Miss Gallinelli.
Sanctuary House, your idea is wonderful. An abuse center for kids, come on, it's brilliant. The police botched the interviews. The prosecutors are detached from the case. The kids are further traumatized. It's a dog's breakfast.
You drink a lot of coffee, don't you, Miss Gallinelli?
Barb, you're kind of tough. That's good. You'll need to be.
I don't have a lot of patience for politics.
What I'm proposing is that you work with the Rape Crisis Center to make this happen because I live for the politics, Miss Gray. Come on. Buy you a cup of coffee.
Please call me Maxine. Have you ever considered a nice cup of chamomile tea?
In my opinion, and that of several colleagues, Haley DiMeola suffers from early onset schizophrenia with aspects of Asperger's syndrome. Haley's pathology includes a lack of empathy, emotional detachment, maliciousness, and an inability to discern between fantasy and reality.
Did you do a PET brain scan on Haley?
Yes, and we found positron emissions congruent with this diagnosis.
Did you by any chance find horns, a tail, maybe a pitchfork?
Objection.
Sustained. Grow up, Miss Salyers.
Those are my questions, Your Honor.
Now, let's get something straight here right off the bat. I have in front of me a divorced couple who disagree so strongly on how to treat their 13-year-old mentally ill daughter that they had to bring in the state to make that decision.
Objection, Your Honor.
To what?
We will show that Haley DiMeola is not mentally ill, but rather that she's possessed by a demon, thus necessitating an exorcism.
Off the record, please. I have to be honest. I don't relish the idea of adjudicating this case. It involves religious faith, an extremely ill child. You absolutely certain you cannot come to an agreement outside my courtroom?
Judge, my daughter is very sick. She's mentally ill. She's not possessed by demons.
Haley speaks languages. Her room is cold. Even the doctors and nurses feel a sense of dread when they approach her. We need help to do what's best for our daughter.
Back on the record, please. Cross, Mr. Kara.
Dr. Kemper. Does schizophrenia explain the scratches?
Yeah, we've all seen the movie. I'm sure Miss Salyers will stipulate to the scratches, to the speaking of ancient languages, the levitations, and all the other spooky phenomena.
Yes, Your Honor.
Of course she does, Your Honor. Those spooky phenomena are the basis of Mrs. DiMeola's contention that Haley DiMeola requires an exorcism.
Well, I'm not here to decide whether or not Haley is possessed. I'm here to judge whether an exorcism will help or harm her.
I'm not sure I understand.
A court of law is not a good place to debate the existence of God or the devil. It is a good place to judge what is best for a 13-year-old girl.
Your Honor, if we can convince you that Haley DiMeola is indeed possessed by a demon, then you're more likely to rule in our favor.
And Miss Salyers will simply counter with arguments to say those symptoms can be explained by mental illness.
Mental illness does not explain Haley's ability to rip heavy canvas restraints or the levitation of her bed.
Mr. Kara, I have been through the briefs and affidavits. Windows cracking, Haley speaking ancient languages, the drop of temperature in the room. You may well be able to give me goosebumps or even keep me up at night, but what my ruling will come down to is whether or not an exorcism will harm Haley. So please, confine all your questions to that matter.
Dr. Kemper, is it not true that in several cases, like Haley's, the child in question has benefited from an exorcism?
Yes, that's true.
If there's no such thing as demonic possession, then why does an exorcism help?
Because in many cases, the ritual of exorcism itself serves the child in a beneficial psychological way, a placebo effect, if you will.
Then how do you know Haley won't be one of those children?
In an equal number of cases, the exorcism has actually done harm.
What kind of harm?
The child forms a notion that he or she is intrinsically evil. There is a corresponding decompensation. The child feels damned.
No further questions, Your Honor.
It's important.
Good morning.
I don't think morning. Right?
If I could just interrupt for one moment to appeal to your good side.
I think you should know better than to use the word appeal around a group of judges.
Well, I am trying to set up an adoption day. It would mean that all judges and lawyers and court service workers donate their time one Saturday every 3 months. As you know, adoptions get held up because of our overloaded docket, so I'm thinking we give up one Saturday, we make a couple hundred kids a whole lot happier. And, you know, naturally I'm donating my time, so...
Does anyone else agree to do this?
Absolutely. Judge Wiley, Judge Gemmel, Judge Kronerling.
I'm afraid this won't fly for me. I have a lot of obligations on the weekends.
Yeah, all 18 holes.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm sure Judge Faraday will understand.
No, wait. Hold it. Amy, Faraday's in on this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I mentioned that.
You said it was your idea.
And he supports me on it.
I guess I could spare one Saturday every 3 or 4 months.
Harry, I need another patty melt.
You were eating that precise sandwich the first time I met you.
Not this precise sandwich, I hope.
Did you get my postcards?
Oh, yes. From Munich. Looked very cold there.
Did you get my messages? I hope they weren't cold.
Your postcards were very sweet. A welcome diversion. Things have been, bumpy. Socrates died.
Yes, I know. Hemlock.
Socrates is our basset hound. I guess I've been a little low. All of my colors are a little washed out.
Is that why you don't return my calls?
I'd understand if you just...
Went looking for someone with brighter colors? So was everything like that? Washed out?
Oh, no, not everything. There's a project that I've started.
No, let me guess. Saving children from a fate worse than death? Making the world a better place? Something along those lines?
It's embarrassing when you say it like that.
That was project. What's it called?
Sanctuary House. I'm trying to figure out how to get the board of directors at the hospital to give me an old abandoned house, where, with the help of a very energetic woman that I'm working with, we hope to set up a vertically integrated child advocacy center. I'm sorry, is this interesting?
Very.
Please, come out. Ariadne's hungry.
There's breast milk in the fridge.
Donna, I've been taking care of Ariadne all day. It's fine. But I have a date with Carol and I want to go on it.
Just leave the baby in the playpen. She'll come out eventually.
I'm sorry, Vincent. I can't face Ariadne right now. Hi, Carol.
Why can't you face her?
She's a demon seed.
She's not a demon seed. Look at her. Open the door and look at her.
Why don't I just go get the tickets?
But this is not my fault.
I didn't say it was.
Donna just found out that her baby's father is a murderer.
It never occurred to her that a convicted killer might have actually, say, killed someone.
Donna's one of those people who... She had faith, and now this has just turned her world upside down. Maybe it's a postpartum thing. I don't know, but I can't just leave.
Okay. I'll meet you later for a drink.
Donna, I'm begging you.
I just can't.
Take your cell phone. I'll call.
Okay. Good luck. Bye, Donna.
Bye, Carol.
Demonic possessions occur in 4 stages. Infestation, during which time the demon circles the victim, and there are unexplainable external phenomena.
Such as all the windows in the Dimiola household cracking at the same moment.
The next stage is obsession. The victim suffers a major personality change. Then there is contact, in which the demon takes residence and there is a struggle for control. Finally, there is full-blown possession, in which the victim's will is totally subjugated to the demons. Haley appears to be at stage 3.
Mr. Kara, I'd like you to please move on to testimony which has relevance to this case.
Your Honor, if I can't prove to you that Haley Dimiola is in fact possessed, then how can I convince you that she requires an exorcism?
You can start by having your witness tell me exactly what will happen to Haley Dimiola during an exorcism.
Objection, Your Honor.
You object to my question, Miss Salyers?
Professor McWhorter will not be conducting the exorcism, ergo his testimony is speculative.
You want me to produce an actual exorcist?
That's a very good idea.
Exorcists are forbidden to testify without the permission of the bishop.
Well, not if I summons him.
An exorcist is not likely to cooperate even if you subpoena him.
Then the exorcist will come to realize that hell is nothing compared to the persistence of an annoyed Superior Court judge. His name, please.
This is a Jesuit priest. He answers to a higher authority than you.
Fine. In the absence of any other testimony, I'll make my ruling right now.
Father Paul Girardi, S.J.
Issue the subpoena, Mr. Van Exel. at you, all sweaty and fit and ready to kick somebody or something.
Yeah, I extended my run this morning.
Why?
So I could bump into you.
Well, bump away.
I was wondering, since you're looking for a babysitter, maybe I could recommend someone for the job.
Oh, you know somebody?
Yeah, she's very bright, intelligent. She's great with kids. She's beautiful. She's fun.
Wow. Sounds a lot like me.
So where should she go?
Who?
My niece, Katie, to apply for the job.
Oh, it's your niece. Oh,
do you have a pen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a weird pen, but she should probably she can come to the courthouse on Washington Street.
She's 19. She's a college freshman. And I guarantee you'll love her.
I already do.
Barb, I'm writing up the proposal for the hospital board right now. I got some wonderful advice from a very knowledgeable friend. The hard part seems to be coming up with some financial sponsorship from a private source. There are several foundations which I think I'm babbling, and you're not. What's wrong?
You got an offer for matching funds.
I don't understand.
Whatever the monetary value of grants or disbursements from the hospital or from the state, an anonymous private donor has agreed to match with cash. Do you know what this means?
Yes, I sure as hell do.
You've done it! Now, where are we going? We've got to go someplace and celebrate.
I have a meeting. Excuse me.
Well, congratulations, Maxine.
Yes, this is my lucky day.
Just for future reference, what do you like when things go badly?
I have a 3.9 GPA. I'm an avid swimmer and Connecticut Mathlete of the Year. It's like athlete, only with math. I have a black belt in karate. I am an excellent cook, and I get the safe driver's discount on my car insurance.
Judge Gray.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to cut this short, Katie. But I'll let you know when we can resume.
I'm available immediately.
Well, you are obviously well qualified. I'm just I'm not sure if I'm gonna hire anyone at all. I've always taken care of Lauren myself with the help of my family, and I guess I'm not ready to admit defeat.
You do remember we have an extended session tonight.
Oh, crap and corruption.
Oh, no problem. I can pick Lauren up. Sort of like a tryout.
Demonic possession and exorcism are gravely misunderstood, Judge Gray. Certainly not accepted by society as a whole. The ritual itself is closely guarded by the church, but I will answer what questions I can within the guidelines established by the Archdiocese.
How many exorcisms have you performed, Father?
I'd rather not answer that.
Father, these people have put the welfare of their daughter in my hands. So I have to figure out whether Mr. DeMiola's contention that an exorcism will actually harm his mentally ill daughter is true or not.
I have a degree in abnormal psychology and internal medicine. In the massive majority of the cases brought to me, I find that the unfortunate suffers from nothing more than mental or emotional illness.
And how is Haley DeMiola different?
Well, after a 6-month investigation, it became obvious to us that she is possessed.
What effect would the ritual of an exorcism have on Haley?
It would drive out the demon.
What is the process?
I can tell you that I lay hands on her gently. I make motions over her, and I pray in Latin. I exhort the demon to leave her in the name of God. Now, once the demon identifies itself, the victim is then baptized.
Father Girardi, the holy water burns, does it not?
It burns the demon, not the victim.
Wait, we're talking about regular water? H2O at room temperature?
Holy water has been blessed by a priest.
But it's still just water.
I don't know how to answer that.
Okay. I think I've heard enough.
I know how this sounds to you, but until you confront evil face to
Confront
face...
evil every day, Father, in the form of abuse and neglect of children. I don't know anything gets more evil than that.
With all due respect, Judge Gray, you're wrong. We all want to believe in the rational world. The rational world and the love of God. But there is also evil. Most of it comes, as you say, from our own weaknesses, from our own distance from grace. That's the evil you fight every day, and I commend you for it. But I have seen an evil that comes from outside, that mows us down like grain before a scythe. I have seen it. And I see it in Haley. One day, her mother and I were sitting with Haley, and the demon inside her made horrifically obscene propositions to me in Latin. We prayed for strength, and for one moment she looked at me. Haley, you understand? Not the demon. And she said, "Please help me," in her own voice. It was the terrified cry of a child. Please, don't stop me from going to her aid.
I'm sorry I'm late. Hi.
Hi, Mommy. Katie taught me how to do origami.
She did? What does that smell?
We make cookies.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do your homework?
Homework first. That's the worst. Then have fun when the homework's done.
Oh.
I love Katie. Can she take care of me every day, Mommy?
Well, yeah, she's gonna pick you up from school, but I'm home now, so we can do stuff.
Like what?
Crazy eights.
I'd rather do origami with Katie. What should I make next?
Let's see, we can make another tiger.
Okay.
Can do that. Okay, we'll get this one out. Put it in here.
There's my little peanut. Come to Mommy. Come to Mommy. Look at that smile. Aren't you a genius?
I'm telling you, Donna, she's exceptionally alert.
Raven.
Ariadne and I were covering a strike meeting downtown. So everything's back to normal? If it ever was?
Oh, Carl explained it to me.
Oh.
Remember that show we did on the relationship between environment and genetic predisposition?
Oh, yes, I do. On the radio. That was a very good show.
Well, I brought Donna the transcripts and a few other materials.
Did you know that environment is much more important to a developing personality than genetics?
God, I hope that's true.
I gotta give Ariadne a bath. Oh. And...
Hi.
So did we do a show like that?
It was before your time. I wanted to include you.
You're just showing axe murderers and their demon seed offspring?
Donna's very intelligent. All she needed was a few nurture versus nature facts. I also got her to take a B12 supplement. She was depleted.
Fighting ignorance with knowledge, that's quite a radical concept.
It was selfish, really. I wanted you back. And the woman obviously needed a little reassurance. I'm good at that.
Well, I, for one, am feeling very reassured.
What's that smell?
Fresh baked, low fat, delicious cookies.
You found a babysitter who bakes?
Yep. She's obnoxious and bright and idiotic and does origami and sings annoying little songs about homework and is smug. And I hate her. Ma, I hate her. But Lauren thinks the sun shines right out of her butt.
Don't be crude, dear. This would be Karate Rob's niece?
Yeah, but that's not why I'm hiring her.
No. You're taking on a babysitter you hate because that's what's best for Lauren.
Well, I don't want to be hiring a babysitter at all, but I've been on this really difficult case, and I'm trying to get this adoption day scheme off the ground, and it just seems like everything is conspiring to keep me from getting home to my daughter. And when I finally do get home, she barely looks at me. I mean, you tell me, what's the use of going out there and fighting to make the world a better place if you lose your daughter?
I had a swell day too, dear.
But did you have Satan?
Oh, now, Amy, I know you don't like the girl, but she's hardly Satan.
No, Ma, I'm serious. In court today, I actually had Satan. Okay, not Satan, but Satan's parents.
Why in God's name did you turn down my money?
Jared, do you want to come in?
No, I'm angry. I yell better outdoors.
That money is your way of ensuring that I have to see you. Or maybe it's pity, but either way, I'm not comfortable.
Oh, God forbid you might have to squirm. You know, maybe you're just afraid to be loved and respected.
Yes, that's it exactly. Is that all?
Sorry about your dog. Sorry about your muted colors. But Maxine, just a minute now. Maxine, I have feelings for you. I wish I didn't. You're a difficult woman. But I do. I just can't figure out what possesses you sometimes. I mean, what is so wrong with me that we can't at least try to be together?
What I have to say can only cause pain and dissension.
Oh, and destroy all this harmony? Maxine, pain and dissension would be a step up.
Your son, Charles, accused me of seeing you for your money. And he offered me money to leave you alone. I turned him down, of course, but I would never come between you and your son. See? I knew you would react like this.
I'm gonna kick that boy's ass up around his ears. Some sort of stupid Oedipal thing regarding his mother, I suppose. And quite frankly, Maxine, if this is the reason you've been avoiding me, I'd like to kick your ass, too. Maybe you could trust the fella just once in a while to do the right thing.
Wow. Oh my God. That's exactly how I sound to Karate Rob. Why?
Katie.
What are you doing?
I just took out the garbage.
I mean, here.
Good morning, everyone.
Well, isn't taking Lauren to school part of the gig? I thought we could practice the times tables along the way.
7 times 6 is 42.
You know what, Katie? I'm rethinking this whole idea. What on earth is this?
Oh, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, especially for the very young and the very old.
I'm gonna let that pass because breakfast always tastes so much better when someone else makes it.
Here's the thing, Katie. When we lived in Manhattan, Lauren spent more time with her nannies and her babysitters than she did with her father and me. So, you know, I figured that when we moved back to Connecticut, I'd try to be a better mom and...
Did you watch my karate gi?
You have karate again?
Yeah. Rob says I'm very talented.
Yes, and we know why. Oh, you can't say I told you, but my Uncle Rob, he has sort of a thing for you.
For me?
Ma.
He says you're a hottie.
Amy, for heaven's sake, close your mouth. You look simple.
It doesn't matter whether I believe in God or the devil, Santa Claus, the Sasquatch, or Little Green Men when it comes to this case. I know this has been very frustrating for Mrs. DeMiola and her counsel, but I simply cannot adjudicate on whether or not Haley DeMiola is possessed by a demon. Now, fortunately for me, this case does not come down to fundamental beliefs. It comes down to the best interests of a child. Mrs. DeMiola and Father Girardi believe that Haley is possessed, and Mr. DeMiola and Dr. Kemper believe she's the victim of Asperger's syndrome and schizophrenia. As to whether an exorcism would help or harm Haley, I might as well flip a coin. The best interests of the child. Well, at the end of the day, I'm required to say that I did everything possible. Haley called out for help. She called out to her mother and to Father Girardi, and through them, perhaps, to me. I can only hope that somewhere in her diseased mind or from behind a demon, Haley knows what she needs. I'm hereby denying Mr. Alphonse DeMiola's motion to block his daughter's exorcism.
Thank you.
God bless you. Okay, then. Okay.
It can take 2 years for these good-hearted people to navigate the system to adopt a child. Redundancies, the bureaucratic runaround, red tape. Oh, there's nothing I can do about any of that. So I asked myself, what can I do? How can I make things better?
Oh, you have to say something.
To their credit, the workers and lawyers and judges in the courthouse, after I showed them the way, volunteered in droves.
Honest to God, Jared, are you having me followed?
It's Tuesday night during a very rough week. Where else would you go to get a little peace and quiet? I pay attention, Maxine.
We got the house.
Congratulations.
Jared, you have given me enough money.
Oh, no. This is a letter of apology from my son, Charles.
Oh, well, that wasn't necessary.
He didn't write it to you. He wrote it to me. If he's any kind of a man, he'll apologize to you in person.
You're angry with me.
About half the time. I can live with that.
I'm afraid I can't. Because I can do better. If I can't get that down to a quarter of the time in the next 6 months, then I really won't deserve a sweet man like you.
A mother's heart been shattered, told her daughter to beware. Both secrets and dreams you should never share. Trust only in change, 'cause hearts change, but betrayal always feels the same. But with him, she found loyalty. Come be with me, soothe my broken heart. Show me
You're here late. Sorry. Guess that exorcism stuff got to you, huh?
Oh. Well, you're Catholic. Do you think that girl is possessed?
I have no idea.
I like the idea of Satan.
You like the idea of Satan?
Well, that we're not always responsible for all the bad stuff we do. Sometimes we can blame our problems on somebody else.
You do understand that believing in Satan means believing in the possibility of everlasting damnation in the fiery lake. Do you have a little girl to get home to?
Oh, please. That's all I try to do is get home to my daughter. It's like the whole world is conspiring to keep me away from her. Or maybe the devil. I don't know.
I know how this goes. You're here fighting for other people's children while someone else is raising yours. I'm a single father.
Come on. I want to go home. Let me go home. I keep thinking I'm doing all this great stuff. You know, maybe I am. Maybe Lauren is fine. Maybe her life won't be ruined because I'm so invested in my work. But it's a Tuesday night and I'm stuck in an elevator, and you know, the really sad thing is nobody's even gonna notice I'm missing until tomorrow morning.
Jump with me. 1, 2, 3.
I just think it's the time of year. It's the short days. Everything goes so fast, you know?
Yeah.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime. Can McCoy handle a complicated trial? Solve the case with Law and Order. Next on TNT.
Come on, Amy, it'll only take a second.
You still do that? I don't know what you think that accomplishes.
It's subtle but necessary.
It's superstition. Okay, so right now, I'm a sophomore in high school, and you're dating Cami Norton.
Ew.
And Mom and Dad are downstairs drinking coffee and reading the newspaper to each other.
And you want to get to school early so you can hide in the stairwell with Lee Hayward.
Ew.
Hey, Vincent, get up. Breakfast. Race you to the table. Go!
You call me Vincent?
You cheated.
I
can't believe that you cheated like that. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. Hello.
Good morning, Peter. Amy?
Would either of you like orange juice?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, Mr. Messina.
Please, Ignacio.
Right. How long have you been here?
Ignacio stopped by on the way to a job site to tell me about this art show that's in town.
Yes, it's called Assimilation. It's a collection of Chicano art.
That sounds very interesting.
We're going Friday night.
You're both welcome to come with us.
Yeah, well, I'll check my schedule.
Oh, good. Peter?
Perhaps you could invite Jillian.
I don't know if we're in that space right now, Mom.
But you two have started counseling, correct?
Yes.
Good. Because when I saw you with that redhead in your band...
It's her band, and her name is Shelby, Mother. Do we have to discuss this in front of, company?
Ignacio witnessed you and Shelby sharing a microphone. I'm sure he's not surprised by my conclusion.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I have to go to work. Lovely to see you again so soon. Have a nice day, everyone.
I left you a little time at the end of the day so we can rehearse your speech for the bench bar function tomorrow night. You're introducing the keynote speaker.
Which is who?
Judge Bancy.
Fancy Bancy?
Yeah, you probably don't want to call him that in your introduction.
What am I going to say? He worships his hair. He's the only man in Hartford who has a George Hamilton tan in February.
Yeah, again, I'd go another way. You got a date?
No.
Good. Did I say that out loud? I was afraid you were going with David
Look at
McClaren.
you, turning on a dime. 1 minute you love him, the next minute you... Hi!
Hi. Good morning, Donna.
Mr. McLaren?
This is for you. I didn't really know what you drank with the guy downstairs, so to be safe with a non-fat decaf latte. Otherwise known as What's the Point?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to apologize for having been so rude to you. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Are you going to the bench bar dinner tomorrow night?
Yeah, I am. Why?
Oh, well, maybe the two of you should go together.
Donna.
Unless you're taking someone else.
No? I was respecting Judge Gray's wishes that we not become the talk of the courthouse.
Ah, that ship has sailed. Might as well enjoy yourself.
Donna!
Just a thought. None of my business, really. Thanks for the coffee.
You're welcome.
I didn't put her up to saying that.
Now, we've established that Donna's a loose cannon, but she does have a point.
Pick me up at 7.
Okay.
Problem.
Robert, I sincerely hope that's not your new nickname for me.
The artist, formerly known as Mickey Williams, is in trouble again. Spray painted graffiti in the cafeteria at Children's Hall.
I thought he broke that particular habit when we got him into the writing program.
He quit the program and returned to his first love, obscene wall poetry.
When I saw him 2 weeks ago, he talked about that writing class nonstop. I could have sworn that I detected trace amounts of self-esteem.
But once a tagger, always a tagger.
You're too young for that level of cynicism.
Where you going?
To speak to Mickey.
You can do that on the phone. Or not.
It's a full house today. Okay. This is the first hearing on a neglect petition on behalf of 9-year-old Albert Wolinski. Ms. Mendez, you're here with DCF?
Yes, Your Honor. And this is Marge Bolton, Albert's caseworker. DCF is filing a petition because Albert Wolinski is alleged to have been emotionally abused and neglected by his mother. But first, I would like to object to the presence of Eva Gershon in this courtroom. She is not party to this case.
Alles clear, Your Honor. Mrs. Gershon is filing a motion to intervene.
What is her relationship to the case?
She's Albert Wolinski's paternal grandmother.
Like hell she is.
Bert Safford, Your Honor. This is a very upsetting situation. Mrs. Gershon's son is currently serving time for raping my client.
So you're telling me the child at the center of this case was conceived in rape?
Yes, Your Honor. And you can imagine how difficult it is for Ms. Wolinski to hear him referred to as the boy's father.
He's a rapist. He tried to kill me.
Ms. Wolinski, I understand how upsetting this is, but you really do have to try to control yourself.
What's going on? Why is she here?
Mr. Craig?
Eva Gershon does not wish to see her only grandchild abused by his mother, nor sent away to foster care. She is therefore seeking custody of Albert Wolinski.
What?
Kenneth Gershon is prepared to give up his parental rights so as not to impede his mother's custody bid.
He has no rights over my child.
Legally, he actually does. Under our statutes, grandmothers have the right to intervene during the dispositional phase of a neglect case. Therefore, Mrs. Gershon can be heard. Mr. Van Exel?
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
Tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
I quit writing. What's the big deal? I didn't want to do it no more.
Why not? You seem very enthusiastic.
Yeah, well, I sucked at it.
I doubt that that's true, Mickey. Now, your writing instructor has given me some of your poems, may I?
Whatever.
I'm a gangster rapper player. Listen to me, to what I say. My skills be like amazing, my vocabulary like a raisin in the sunlight of my phrasing. Big ups. Big ups to me, Mickey DeSlayer. Oh, this is very... Does anybody actually know you as Mickey DeSlayer?
No. Get off me. I told you it sucked.
Sucking is subjective and is generally tied to pretending to be something that you're not. Writing is about telling the truth. If you can do that, then you can progress.
Yeah.
Does this sudden shift in your attitude have anything to do with the performance that's scheduled for Friday night? Your instructor tells me that family members are being encouraged to come.
I'm not gonna be the only one talking to an empty house.
I would be happy to come.
I don't need some old white woman doing the pity thing because it's her job.
It is not any part of my job to listen to adolescent gangster rap after business hours, but I do understand your feelings. If I can get a member of your family to come to the performance, will you rejoin the program and confine your writing to paper?
Maybe. But ain't nobody from my sorry-ass family gonna come down here.
You let me worry about that, and you concentrate on your writing. Say thank you, Mrs. Gray.
Thank you, Mrs. Gray.
I don't agree with what my son did. I don't condone it in any way.
He didn't cheat on a pop quiz lady. He watched me from your window, followed me into the laundry room, and raped me.
Objection. Sustained.
He broke 3 of my ribs.
Miss Walensky, you will have your turn to speak. Continue.
Whatever happened, my grandson shouldn't be punished for it. And you can tell by her behavior she's not right.
Objection. Sustained. Mrs. Gershon, in what way do you feel your grandson is being punished by Ms. Walensky?
I still live in the apartment across the way from theirs. I see things, and I hear things.
Such as?
Her yelling at Albert, calling him names like Satan's son, and him crying and screaming back at her. I couldn't take it anymore. One day I told Albert I was his grandmother, and if he ever needed anything, he could come to me.
You did what?
Last warning, Mr. Saffert.
Yes, Your Honor.
And how many times did you contact Albert?
Oh, just that once. I stopped him on the sidewalk outside the building, and after that, he started coming to me. He's shown up on my doorstep 3 times in the last couple of weeks. His face all red from crying or being hit, I don't know.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained. Mrs. Gershon, we're only interested in what you actually do know.
I know he was upset, and he wanted to be somewhere safe. He's my flesh and blood no matter how he came to be, and I can't stand to see him mistreated. He's just a little boy.
Thank you, Miss Gershon. Nothing more, Your Honor.
Mr. Saffert.
How many children do you have?
1.
Kenneth Gershon is the only child you've raised.
Yes.
And he turned out to be a violent criminal, a rapist, correct?
Objection.
Your Honor, Mrs. Gershon is claiming to be a superior parent to my client. Her track record and that of her only child are relevant.
I'll allow it.
Do you feel that the way you've raised Kenneth contributed to his criminal behavior?
Yes, I do. My husband was a violent man. He beat me for years, and I took it, even though I could see what it was doing to Kenny. If I could take back those years, I'd do it another way. I'd leave. I would. My husband's been dead for 15 years. I went back to school, I got my nursing degree, and I take care of people. And I can take care of Albert so he won't have to grow up under the shadow of anybody else.
Please continue. Did you receive any counseling after the rape?
A little.
Why only a little?
I was anxious to get back to my life, and I felt okay, so I stopped going.
But your emotional problems surfaced later on, do they not?
I've had a hard time lately. The older Albert gets, the more he looks like him.
Like his father.
Would you stop calling him that? I love Albert. He's my whole life. Everybody thought I was crazy. They said you should get rid of him. Get rid of him. Throw him away. But he was my baby. He deserves the world, and I just wanted to. I look at him, and he looks like the guy who raped me.
Your Honor, my client has agreed to resume therapy. There are financial concerns that we're trying to work out, but she would do anything to keep her son from being given away to the woman who raised her rapist.
Objection, Your Honor. Mrs. Gershon is a caring, loving grandmother. Albert came to her.
I get it. Mr. Cray, I get it. I need to hear from Albert. When can we do that, Mr. Van Exel?
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
You waiting for me?
I'm fine, Kyle. How are you?
Stop it, Heather. I have a lot of work to do, so get to the point. What do you need?
Never mind.
I'm not playing these stupid games with you. If you want something, say it.
I'm here for my checkup. I wanted to invite you to see the baby in real time on ultrasound.
I can't. We're swamped.
I am nothing to you, am I?
Heather.
No. Don't, okay? I understand that you hate me, but is it absolutely necessary for you to hate this baby too? Forget it.
Man.
Got a minute?
Sure.
The bench bar thing got moved to Friday. Apparently there was a fire in the kitchen. Gotta wait a day for the smoke to clear.
Good. Give me more time to figure out something nice to say about Judge Bancy.
I can't go.
Oh, okay. Why?
Friday's the anniversary of my wife's death. I'm not gonna be in the mood for a party.
Yeah, I understand.
I guess you have to go to this thing.
Yeah, I'm introducing the keynote speaker. Why?
I'm going to my support group.
Do you want me to go with you?
I couldn't ask you to do that.
Well, I care about you, David. I'd like to be there for you if you think it would help.
It's at 7. What time's the bench bar?
Oh, I don't think I need to be there till 8 or 8:30. You know, I mean, if you'd rather go alone.
I'd rather go with you.
All right, then.
Okay.
You know Rufus Williams?
My name is Maxine Gray. I'm with the Department of Children and Families. And I understand that one of you gentlemen is Rufus Williams? Would that be you?
I ain't got no children or families.
Oh, well, the Rufus Williams I'm looking for has a nephew, Mickey.
What happened to Mickey?
He's all right. He's been living for the last 3 years in a juvenile facility. And he has shown some interest, if not promise, in poetry.
Come again?
He's in a writing class. He's writing poetry. In fact, he's going to read one of his poems this Friday night, and he would like someone from his family to be there to hear him. I've come to ask if you would be that person.
I don't like poetry.
Well, I can understand that. But he is your brother's child. I'd like to think if your brother was alive, he'd like to be there.
What's the matter with you, man? Go hear that kid do his thing.
You go hear him.
It would mean the world to him. He needs to know that someone cares. It's someone who's not on the state payroll. I have all the information right here. I can arrange transportation if you need.
I'll drive you.
Can you get us 2 tickets?
Well, yes, I believe I can.
Hey, Albert. I know this is a little scary, but I'm just going to be asking you some questions. Is that okay? Do you promise to tell the truth? Good. Okay. Do you know why you're here?
You want to take me away from my mom.
No. No, we're just concerned that you and your mom aren't getting along. Is that true?
Yeah.
You ever frightened of your mom?
Sometimes. But I don't want to go somewhere else and leave all my friends.
Well, I understand that, but if you're in danger, you might have to live somewhere else.
Can't I live with that lady?
Is that what you want to do?
I don't know. I just don't want to be...
What?
hated so much.
You think your mom hates you?
Yeah. I know she hates my dad.
Is that what she told you? Do you know why?
Because he made me.
Where did you get that information?
That lady, when she told me she was my grandma, asked what my dad had done to make my mom so mad, 'cause she would never tell me. She told me that my dad made my mom pregnant with me.
Baby, no. No.
I don't want to make you mad anymore.
Peter, you home?
Yeah, in here.
I drove by and saw your car. It's the middle of the day. Shouldn't you be selling insurance?
Shouldn't you be saving lives?
Touche.
Jillian needs someone to watch Walt this afternoon. I didn't feel like going to work anyway, so I took the day off.
Wow. This is gonna take some getting used to, but I like it. The new you.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. For example, had I have driven by and seen the old Peter's car in the driveway on a day where I feel like the lowest worm on the planet, I probably would have just kept on driving. But today, I said, hey, Peter's life is sufficiently screwed up. Maybe I'll stop in and say hello.
So, what sort of worm-like thing have you done now?
I was accused of hating my own child.
What? You don't have a... Whoa.
Yeah, Heather.
And do you hate it?
I don't know it. It's not here yet. All I know is I never, ever intended on having children. Or getting married, for that matter. I barely escaped one family. I'm not up for another.
Well, we don't always get to say.
You don't regret?
Kids? No, not for a second. Kyle, I know that you stopped by to see the new me, but when it comes to kids, you're gonna get advice from the old me. It doesn't matter how it happened. You're going to be a father. Now, forgive me for saying this, but your father was a jerk. I've watched you struggle over the years because your father was too self-involved to give a damn about you. Now, you going to want some kid telling that story about you one day?
I am not my father.
We'll see. At some point, who you are becomes a choice.
Christy Walensky is a woman who, after being brutally raped, made her own courageous decision to keep the child. And I believe that she is trying her best to deal with the emotional scars. However, at this point, Albert is paying for someone else's crime. So I find that Albert has been emotionally neglected while in the care of his mother. Mrs. Gershon, with the exception of the cruel and somewhat inaccurate explanation that you gave Albert about his mother's feelings toward your son, I do believe that you care about him. But I am not willing to break the bonds between this mother and son, however flawed they may be at this time. So I am denying Mrs. Gershon's request for custody and following DCF's recommendation for commitment. Albert will be placed in foster care. He and his mother will attend therapy, which we hope will lead to the reunification of the family. Miss Walensky, one day, and it may be soon, Albert is going to have to face the truth about his conception. As bizarre and unfair as it may seem, Kenneth Gershon has certain rights in this situation, and he won't be in jail forever. Therapy may be the place for you to start preparing Albert for what may come in the future. So that's all. Court's adjourned.
Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. And, good luck.
Hi. Thanks for helping me out.
Sure.
I know that we're supposed to honor our agreements, and I hope that I'm not overstepping your boundaries.
Don't worry. I won't tell the therapist on you.
It is helping, isn't it? Therapy.
Absolutely. We were in a communication rut. We've been together so long that we stopped hearing each other.
It's good to step back and see each other with a fresh perspective.
I agree.
Oh, there was one other thing that I wanted to communicate about. I know that I agreed to take the children on Saturdays, but I was wondering if just this once we could switch. My friend Evelyn is coming into town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I have a gig.
A what?
I'm playing in a band. We have a steady gig at Willie's Roadhouse.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I joined a band. Roadkill 5.
Oh, well, it must be nice to have time to do something like that.
I make time. It's my passion.
So, are the other members of the band your age? I mean, you're a grown man, Peter. You have 2 children. You have a job.
So?
So instead of a midlife crisis, you went for second childhood?
See? See what you do? You put me into this little box, and then you expect me to stay there so that you feel comfortable.
You were in that box when I met you, Peter. I didn't build it.
You know what? It's an old box anyway, and you were the one that insisted on finding yourself. Maybe I found myself, too.
I am re-examining my life. I'm not running around having fun.
Well, maybe you should.
Well, I certainly could.
Well, then do it. Go. Because I'm going to tell you something, Jillian. I like playing music. I always have. I like jamming on stage and going out for drinks with the band afterwards. That's who I am. And you're going to have to accept it.
I am not interested in the high school version of you, Peter. I'll tell Evelyn I can't make it.
Oh, look at this one.
Jasmine by Margaret Garcia.
This painting was done in a park in East Los Angeles called Tierra de la Culebra.
The Land of the Snake.
Muy bien.
Culebra.
The Chicano community holds many festivities in this park, you know, Aztec dancers and celebration of the equinox. And this girl, Jasmine, is sitting in front of 2 very identifiable Mexican icons.
She seems distant from them.
And yet they loom over her, like the McGay plant could attack at any moment.
Did you grow up in Los Angeles?
Me? No. Santa Barbara. But if you make a left at one of these trees and walk out of the park, you can run into 3 or 4 of my family's mini malls.
Land developers.
My father did all the damage he could in Mexico City, then decided to take the family on the road to California.
Well, no sin in building things.
When they're ugly and open 24 hours, it comes close. Excuse me. Damn, it's my ex-wife. Excuse me. Hello, Francesca. What, right now? Is this an emergency? All right. I said all right. How would you like to take a ride to the Gaza Strip?
So these people are all...
Relatives of murder victims.
You know everyone here?
Not everyone. No, there's new people every week. Got some coffee?
Yeah. Hi.
I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
Amy Gray.
Vanessa Jordan. Did you get my message?
I did. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I'm gonna go sit down. Nice to see you again.
Nice seeing you too. So you know her from here?
Yeah, like I told you.
Right. Well, now I can hear you.
Her husband walked into the wrong convenience store at the wrong time. She's raising 3 kids by herself.
David, hi. I'm so sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask you really quickly about
Tina,
something.
Amy Gray. This is Tina Brewster.
Hi. Hi.
Kelly's best friend.
Nice to meet you. I made this, but I wanted to make sure that this was okay with you. I figured I'd put it up on the easel for tonight, but if that's gonna cause you to have any,
It's fine. Thank you.
Heather, it's me. You've probably already looked through the peephole and you know it's me, and that's why you're not answering the door. But if you'll just talk to me for a second, like I know we can. What do you mean? I'm looking for Heather, the girl who lives here.
Not anymore.
I saw her yesterday. She couldn't have just up and left overnight.
She gave notice yesterday, paid up. Movers came this morning.
Where did she go?
Didn't say.
Well, she must have left a forwarding address.
No. Said anything she left behind she didn't want.
Was Kelly from Philadelphia too?
No. She was from Biloxi.
Southern Belle?
No. But a definite rebel.
Did she work?
She taught school. 4th grade. You okay?
Me?
Yeah. I know those things aren't fun to sit through.
Oh no, I just
What?
I wanted to come and support you, but you clearly have a bond with these people I'll never understand, so I don't...
Stop. The last thing that club needs is more members. It helped having you there.
Really?
Listen, why don't I drive you to that dinner and then we duck out right after your speech?
You sure you're up for that?
I'm sure I don't like the alternative.
Okay.
Okay.
I apologize for anything that is about to happen.
Oh, don't worry about me. I've seen my share of family disputes.
You have a key since when you ring the bell?
I was being polite. Francesca, this is Maxine Gray. Maxine, Francesca.
Do you work in gardening too?
Franny.
Oh, that's all right. I wish I was as talented as Ignacio. But in fact, I'm a social worker.
Of course you are.
That was her being nice.
Kids, meet that is social worker. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Maxine Gray. This is my daughter, Courtney. My son, Raul.
Hello, Miss Gray. Not sure why my father chose to bring a stranger into our family business.
Oh, probably payback. He's been in the middle of my family business a lot lately. Never mind.
Ignacio, you need to talk some sense into your daughter because she's going to be giving away her entire trust fund to some lunatic organization.
Daddy will agree with me.
Dad is not a complete idiot.
Oh, thank you, son.
What I meant was, even you, with your back to the land whatever, would not approve of her giving her money to a terrorist group.
Terrorist group?
The Protecto Growth Force.
They blow up logging equipment.
Stop it, Raul.
See what you've done?
I think you had a little bit to do with this as well.
¡Dejen de gritar! Necesito dormir.
Lo siento, señora, pero tú sabes cómo es tu hijo.
You're still driving the truck.
Yes.
Who's that?
This is my friend, Maxine.
Regresa a mi cama. Necesito dormir si puedo.
Nice talking to you too, Mama.
Mama, that's your Mama? I'm sorry, would you all please excuse me? Hello?
You have no...
You set me up. Nola act. It's so tired.
Mickey? What's wrong?
She's always had you wrapped around.
You said he was going to be here.
Your uncle isn't there?
No, when the show's already started.
I don't know what's going on, but I will be there in 15 minutes. And I'll bring someone from your family, I promise.
I'm leaving in 16.
She knows that if she
Why don't
makes
you
enough
grow up?
noise, cries hard enough that you'll eventually take her side.
Well, it's her money. You're the one who wanted to trust my kids, not me.
I'm sorry, excuse me, but I have to get to Children's Hall right now.
Okay.
You're leaving because she tells you to leave? You haven't solved this family's problem, Ignacio.
This problem never gets solved. It's been the same thing for years.
I'm sorry, but I have to go and see a little boy who doesn't have a lot of money for his family to fight about. In fact, he has no family. And therefore, he's going to have to put on a performance tonight with no one for him in the audience. And one of those things I can do something about.
Courtney, Raul, get in the truck.
What?
You're coming with us.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. You're welcome to come too if you want. But tonight, my children are going to do some actual good. Now get in the truck.
Why don't you get us a drink at the bar? I'll pretend we've been here all evening.
That's a good plan. See you in a minute.
Judge Gray. Excuse me. Hi, did you just get here?
No, I was over there.
Oh, Stu said he hadn't seen you.
Stu Collins is here?
Not anymore.
He's probably in a hotel room or in the back seat of his convertible, the way those two are going at it.
Rich? Who? Oh, God, you don't know.
Stu and his new Polynesian wife. She couldn't be more than, 22? She got the hair down to here. They're acting like high school kids.
Rich, you don't need to embellish.
But she dumped him. She doesn't care.
I'm really sorry. You know, ma'am.
You're never gonna guess what I heard at the bar.
I bet he left because he found out I was there.
It's quite possible.
A wife. Not just a wife, a 22-year-old Polynesian wife.
Look, I can see where that would be upsetting, but...
What?
Could we not talk about it tonight?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's just, it just threw me, that's all. I mean, you know what? We barely broke up 6 months ago. He has to go and fall in love with somebody else. What? What? Oh, it's not the same thing.
What do you mean it's not the same thing?
We're not married. We're barely dating.
You might be barely dating.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I don't know
You don't
what
think
you
I should
mean.
be upset by this?
Amy, you leave a guy at the altar and then you want him to spend a couple of years pining away for you as well? Is that it?
No, not a couple years. Just, a certain amount of time. Okay, 6 months, so shoot me. That's how I feel. And any woman would feel the same way.
Okay. I'm back to can't this wait until the morning.
Fine.
Are you mad at me?
No, I mean, whatever, you're right. I should shut up.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
All right. Whatever. You didn't. Look, I know I'm being petty. But compared to what you've been through, everything is petty. I can't help that. I'm having some feelings right now. I can't help that either.
I know, and I'm just asking you to put it on hold until tomorrow, okay? Because I really don't want to add anything else into the mix.
I'm not asking you to.
I really don't want to add Stu Collins into the mix tonight.
You think I'm still hung up on Stu?
I don't know. I think I've heard his name about 25 times since we left the building.
Fine, you won't hear it again. Got it.
Vicky?
What's this?
This is Ignacio, and his daughter, Courtney, and his son, Raul.
Next up, we have Destiny by Randy Bold.
Ignacio, could you find us some seats, please?
Every night I'm in here. I think of nothing but you. Who the hell are they?
They're a family, and they're here for you. Which means, for tonight, they're your family.
This is whack.
No, this is where you start learning to accept love and support from wherever you can get it. You do not have the luxury of turning people away. You were handed a screwed up family, too bad. Make a new one. We're here for you. What are you going to do with that?
Next up is Mickey Williams doing something called After School.
After school, ain't nobody home. 6 years old, I'm on my own. I hit the streets, do the meet and greet. 7, 8, 9, 10, roll around. Mama's nowhere to be found. I'm feeling mad and alone. Don't make a difference. Ain't nobody home. Nighttime come, pigs knocking on my door. They got mama. They found a lion on somebody's floor. Her eyes is all red and the face is kind of blue. Hit me hard like being knife to the core. That's too true. 11, 12, 1 o'clock come by. Mama, she dead fast asleep. I say, oh my. I talk to her loud, tell her about my mad day, don't make a difference, she dead to the world so she don't hear a word I say. And that's too true, cause I'm too blue. That's right, I'm bluer than blue. That's too true, I'm too blue. Said I'm bluer than blue.
is it?
I thought you lost that hat.
My favorite snow hat? No way.
I was still thinking you might have lost it. You can stop right here.
No, there's a space right out front.
That's okay.
Bye, baby girl.
Bye.
Lauren! Earmuffs! Have a good day.
How do you like the donor plaque?
This looks great. It's just what we wanted. I think we should try it out over here. Place it in front of the door so that when people come in, it's the first thing they see.
Mr. Perdue, you must understand, we have to open by the 1st.
Yeah, so you said.
The opening is tied to our matching money and some grant deadlines, but more important, every day this place isn't open is a day more damage can be done.
So this is going to be a place for a bunch of drug addicts, right?
No, Mr. Perdue, it's not for drug users. It's for children. Abused children. How long is this going to take?
Almost done.
This place was built long before the handicap regs, but we were able to work around the space.
Dan and our architect have done wonders weaving their way through a jungle of wrong-headed bureaucratic nonsense. You'd be surprised the hoops and barriers we've had to negotiate to get this place in order.
You're 3 inches too narrow.
What?
The staircase. It's below code.
The plans were approved.
Maybe they were. But the staircase is 3 inches too narrow. I can't give you the certificate of occupancy till you correct the problem.
Correct it how?
I can't tell you how to fix it. I'm just a building inspector. Call me when it's fixed.
Just a moment. Mr. Perdue, I don't think that you grasp the situation. We don't have time for new plans or new construction. What you're looking at is the finished product, give or take some used furniture. When you consider what we're going to be doing here, 3 inches doesn't seem very important, does it?
Well, it's important enough for me not to give you a C of O.
Donna, Oscar's on the phone.
Hi, Oscar. Yeah, that's her. No, Vince is putting socks on. No, she's not calling him Daddy. She can't talk yet. That's still a few months off. I'll try. I'm sure she would love to see you after she gets over the croup. I better take her down to the pediatrician now. Okay, bye now. What am I gonna do?
Buy bigger socks. I can't do this.
Look, he wants to see her again.
Well, of course he wants to see her again.
You say that as if we're some normal family out for a day in the park.
You're never gonna be a normal family, but that's kind of the deal you made.
No, the deal I made was marrying a man wrongly convicted of killing his mother.
You really believe that? I mean, really? Because most people would have at least a small reserve of doubt in a case like this.
Oscar filled that reserve with alibis and deception. I'm supposed to live with that, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Well, it's not like you have a choice.
There are choices.
Get lunch, time to go.
I thought Aunt Winnie was taking me to school.
Yeah, so did I.
There she is.
Hey, you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not late. You thought I'd be late, but I'm not.
Close enough.
You just get your studying done and ace that exam.
Daddy, do I get to read your report card?
Not a chance.
He always gets A's. If it wasn't for him, I would have flunked 4th grade.
When's Grandma coming home?
As soon as she finds out that Las Vegas is a nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live there.
What if she likes it?
Where is Las Vegas?
You just follow all the retired people west. They migrate like birds, except they don't come back.
Grandma's coming back. Here you go.
Come on. Can't be late. Steam will come out of your dad's ears.
Bye.
It is 3 inches too narrow.
How is that possible? Well, how it happened isn't important right now. Dan?
If we have to rip this whole thing out,
Oh, God.
ballpark, $10,000. Take a week, maybe 2.
That is not acceptable. If we don't open by the 1st, we lose our federal grant money. We barely have enough money to open as it is.
What you really need is a variance. It's sort of an okay to open in spite of the problem.
Where do we get one?
Building and safety.
Purdue.
For a few $100, your pal might make it happen.
You mean a kickback?
No, technically it would be a bribe.
This is a hearing on the state's request to sever the parental rights of Helen and David Cook from their 3 children currently in foster care. Mr. and Mrs. Cook have been convicted of abusing their oldest child, Alice, and are now serving 7 years and 5 years, respectively. Ms. Schanzer.
Your Honor, DCF feels and the state agrees that due to the severity and the duration of the abuse committed against Alice, the parental rights of the Cooks to their children should be permanently terminated.
Judge Gray, the Cooks deny the abuse and are appealing their convictions. In the meantime, their 2 younger children, Bart and Elizabeth, have been denied visitation. There have never been any accusations with regard to the younger children. Only Alice has claimed abuse. Alice was adopted by the Cooks, and she was a problem child for many years.
Don't even think about that approach, Counselor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll hear testimony tomorrow afternoon.
2 o'clock.
At 2 o'clock.
I part company with Tiffany's Table Manners on their treatment of romaine lettuce, but I have always admired their gusto when it comes to asparagus.
Mom makes me cut it.
That's because she overcooks it. What activity are you off to?
Just a movie. I know it's 2 nights in a row, but I promise I'll make it up to you this weekend. We can go to Riverwalk, or Bushnell Park, or...
Katie!
Consider yourself off the hook.
Well, I know kids are supposed to bounce back. I just don't know if I want her bouncing back that fast.
Katie wants to know if she can take me to the mall.
Well, only if your homework's finished and you've helped put away the dinner dishes.
Then I can go?
Yes, then you can go.
Yes!
Be back half an hour before bedtime.
What should I wear?
Have a good time.
I just didn't realize that Carol could swear so fluently.
Sounds like you and Carol have a lot of fun together.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi, Uncle Vincent.
Well, hey, Lauren. You're looking different this morning.
Haven't I seen that shirt before?
Yeah, it was at the mall. Katie bought it for me.
Yeah, that was the shirt that I said was too grown up for you.
Then how come they have it in my size?
Because there are some very small teenagers. Look, the point is that I said you couldn't have it. So now we're gonna have to return it. No. We'll get Katie to return it.
How come you hate Katie?
I don't hate Katie. Now go upstairs and change. You're gonna be late.
Okay.
You hate Katie.
I hate Katie. Oh, I'm afraid she's gonna turn Lauren into a little her.
What's wrong with her?
Well, nothing if you like perky, nubile teenagers.
I think I'm gonna let that one pass.
Look, here's the thing. You can spend your whole life trying to be cute, and then someday you're 30 years old, if that. And what do you have to show for yourself? A drawer full of bad eyeshadows and some accessory crap endorsed by some celebrity they forgot before she hit rehab. I want Lauren to concentrate on the inside things. The things that'll make her attractive to people her whole life. I want her to have wisdom and be funny and kind.
Like you. On a good day.
Yeah.
That'll be $8 for the continental breakfast.
Thanks for the coffee.
Congratulations. You guys are the best. Thank you. Ready to take a picture of us? Okay, first time.
Oh, over here?
May I speak with Dashiell Purdue, please? Mr. Purdue, this is Maxine Gray with Sanctuary House. You came by yesterday, and I was wondering if... could you hold just a moment, please?
I saved you a piece with a rose on it.
Thank you, Sadie.
Come by when you get off the phone. Ken brought his karaoke machine.
I can hardly wait. I'm sorry. As I was saying, I feel that we have some unfinished business, and I was wondering if we might have a meal, go over a few things, perhaps dinner. My treat.
Hello.
Judge Gray? Hi, I'm Winnie Van Exel, Bruce's sister.
Oh, hi. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. Sorry to barge in on you like this, but my mother's out of town, and it's just pretty much ruined everybody's schedule.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Angel. Winnie, I'm surprised to see you here.
Well, Mom called, and she's staying over. Bruce, I think she's seriously considering this. What are we gonna do?
That's something we're not going to discuss right now.
Our mother. She's decided she doesn't want another New England winter, so she's looking for a condo in Nevada. Some of her friends moved out there last year.
Winnie, I need you not to be here right now. Rebecca, let's pack this up, okay?
Okay.
But really, you know, a woman her age? I think it's irresponsible for her to move like that. She doesn't know how much we depend on her. I mean, what's Bruce supposed to do with Rebecca? I'm flexible, but I'm not that flexible.
Winnie, Judge Gray has a busy afternoon, so
Sure, okay. I just thought maybe you might want to know about Mom.
tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
I found the missing lawyer. He dropped his pager in the man's room and was unable or unwilling to recover it.
So that's your sister?
Yes, that's Winifred, who has many fine qualities. Good timing not being among them.
And your mother, she's thinking about moving? How old is she?
Judge Gray. You have a very heavy afternoon.
Right.
Do you know why you can't visit your parents, Elizabeth?
They're in jail
And do you know why your mom and dad are in jail?
because Alice said they hurt her.
Objection. These are not alleged abusers. They're convicted abusers.
I understand your objection, Miss Shanzer, and don't worry, I'm not going to relitigate the Cooks. But we need to be a little tolerant of the witness. Stay on the straight and narrow, Mr. Trask.
Did your parents ever hit you, Elizabeth?
No, sir.
How about your little brother Bart? Did they ever hurt him?
They'd never hurt Bart. They love Bart and me.
Elizabeth, would you like to visit your parents?
Yes, please. They never hurt me. They love me and I love them.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Miss Shanzer?
Elizabeth, did you ever see your parents hit your sister, Alice?
She's not my real sister. She's adopted.
Did you ever see your parents hit Alice?
No, ma'am.
Did Alice ever tell you she'd been beaten by your parents?
Alice lies.
Oh, what do you mean Alice lies, Elizabeth?
She says things that aren't true. It's a bad habit. It causes trouble.
Your Honor,
You picked the street, Mr. Trask. It goes both ways. Proceed.
Did you ever see any cuts or scratches or bruises on your sister, Alice?
She's really clumsy. She falls down. Everybody falls down.
Nothing further?
I think we're done for the day.
No. Wait. You have to let us see our parents. It's not their fault. They love us. Honest.
It's all right, Elizabeth. You don't need to answer any more questions.
Look at that.
Here, go down here.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
What you doing?
Brittany's website.
Oh.
Push that.
There you go.
Okay, now wait,
Just
go
click
back.
it. Oh, Miss Gray.
You know, Lauren told me that you were unhappy with the little top I got her at the mall, and I told her I'd talk to you about it.
Oh, really?
You know, I didn't mind getting it for her. It was on sale, and I get all these frequent buyer points.
It's not about buying the top, Kitty. I can afford to buy my daughter clothing. No, Lauren knew that it was the kind of thing that I wouldn't let her have, so she went around me and got you to buy it. You were being manipulated.
No, she didn't manipulate me at all. And she looks so cute in it.
It's too old for her.
But, you know, that's kind of the fun of dressing up. You know, little girls play with dolls, and sometimes they are the dolls. It's how girls learn to be women.
The top goes back. And I decide what's appropriate and inappropriate for Lauren. And frankly, I don't think you're in a position to discuss maturity with me.
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't been very happy with some of the choices you've been making lately.
Oh.
Such as taking her to loiter at the mall.
Oh, we only go after schoolwork's done.
And letting her wander all over the internet.
Oh, I keep an eye on her.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I can trust your judgment. There's a lot of stuff out there that I don't want Lauren to be exposed to.
It's just Brittany. I mean, it's pretending.
Katie, I am not debating this with you. You have no voting stock in this matter. You're an employee. That's your position in this house. Understand?
Oh, you're here now. So I should go. Bye, Lauren.
Bye.
Daddy, will you help me with my number?
Not right now, honey. We're late.
Someone's supposed to check them.
Let me get you to school and we'll see if there's time to check them, okay?
Grandma usually helps you with numbers.
I'm not.
When's Grandma coming home? Uh-oh.
I used to say that it was like a nightmare, but you eventually wake up from a nightmare. This is madness. I have a job, a house, and a family. Look at me now. My wife and I did nothing to Alice. Maybe she resented it when we had Elizabeth and Bart. I don't know.
You have never been accused of abusing Bart or Elizabeth, have you?
No. No, sir. No one said we ever laid a finger on them. I mean, they're our babies, for God's sake. And not being able to see them, it's torture. If we could see them, if we knew that there was a chance when this was over to somehow be a family again, that would be something to hold on to. It would be a way to keep some kind of sanity.
Thank you, Mr. Cook. Your Honor.
She answer?
Mr. Cook, you and your wife were convicted of physically abusing your daughter Alice over a period of several years. Is that correct?
We did nothing to Alice. We denied the whole 6th story under an oath to God.
And yet you were convicted, weren't you?
Yes.
And not solely on the word of your daughter, but on the testimony of co-workers, neighbors, 2 doctors, and your own mother. Is that correct?
I told you, It was madness. Everywhere we turned, it was madness.
Marshals, whatever that is, can you make it go away, please?
Folks, you're gonna have to leave.
I got it, Judge Grant. Excuse me. Excuse me. And who are you? Whoa.
Okay, what the hell was all that?
Bonfilio versus Bonfilio.
And why were all those Bonfilios trying to get into my courtroom?
I made a mistake. They were called an error.
Well, Don, I count on you to keep my cases from rear-ending each other.
I'm sorry.
I know that you have a lot on your mind.
It wasn't her fault. It's mine. Donna told me the Bonfilios wanted to move. I dropped the ball. Sorry, won't happen again.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Oh, I better go check on them. The Bonfilios.
Back in 10 minutes.
All right. Bruce.
It's no big deal. I made a mistake. I don't make many, so it seems more significant than it really is.
No, I was just going to ask you if everything's okay. With your mother and your sister. How you doing with all that?
Maintain an even strain. Back in 9.
Dashiell. What do your friends call you?
Dashiell.
All right. I wanted to get together with you, Dashiell, because I believe there's been a misunderstanding, and I wouldn't want that to get in the way of your doing your job.
My job's finished. Chief fixed the stairs.
I've spoken with the architect and the contractor, and they tell me in cases like this, it's possible to get a variance, enabling us to receive that all-important certificate of occupancy.
Well, I suppose you can get a variance for the stairs, but I can still hold up the certificate for one of 5 or 6 other violations I found.
There were other violations?
I was letting you slide until the staircase.
What about the staircase made it such a cardinal sin?
Wasn't the staircase per se. It's just that I finally had enough.
Enough of what?
You really want me to tell you?
Very much so.
I'd had enough of you.
Me?
You and people like you. I've been doing this job for 15 years. 15 years I've been looking out for people, keeping them safe. Nobody notices because the newspapers don't print headlines about a building that doesn't collapse. It's not like I don't think what you're doing is important. It is. I'm glad you're doing it. The other day I just had enough with the good, noble, self-sacrificing people. Like I said, it's not just you. You just happen to be the cherry on the sundae.
Am I to understand that you are holding up my certificate of occupancy because I hurt your feelings?
It's a matter of professional respect.
Respect? Respect? Respect, Dashiell, is earned. They don't issue it to you along with your business cards and a county car. If you wanted applause for doing your job, you should have become a juggler. How dare you threaten this project? What gives you the right to turn everything into a schoolyard vendetta? As for my behavior towards you the other day, that came after 33 years of having my social skills sandblasted by a job I do very well. It's not your fault I am the way I am. You're just the cherry on the sundae. On second thoughts, I wouldn't want to bruise your integrity further with a perceived bribe. Pay for your own damn French fries.
Sounds like you really like the place. Is there a waiting list?
You haven't given them any money yet, have you?
So this could happen in about 2 months.
That's awfully fast. I think you need time to think this over. You still on the afternoon flight?
Winnie will meet you.
I thought you were picking her up.
One of us will be there, don't worry. Look, Mom, I'm glad you found something you like.
Just don't give them any checks until we all discuss it, okay?
I love you, Mom. Goodbye.
Bye, Mommy. Thanks for nothing.
What?
Why didn't you back me up? We can't just let her pack up and move.
Winnie, it's her money. More important is her life. She can do whatever she wants.
Oh, so you want her to go away?
Of course I don't want her to move. But she hates the cold. She has friends there. Maybe she'll be happier.
She hasn't thought this through. We need to make her understand what this would mean, Bruce, and we have to put up a united front.
Maybe what this means is if the chicks won't leave the nest, sometimes Mama Bird has to fly to Las Vegas.
Screw you.
Come on, Winnie.
No, let her go. I'm not the one who needs a babysitter. See how much work and studying you get done when Mom's not 10 minutes away.
You think I'm looking forward to that? I'm not, believe me. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it, but I will handle it.
Because you're the big smart one who never slips up. What about me, Bruce? Just because you can do something doesn't mean everybody else can. You just can't ever back me up on anything, can you? You just won't help me.
Winnie.
Just... You're gonna say, Winnie, how about helping yourself for once? Do me a favor. Say it when I'm on the other side of the door.
Oh, it's just the best movie. It's about this one family, well, no, two families, and how they change and how the country changes around them. And I can't believe I've never seen The Magnificent Ambersons.
Is it a black and white movie?
Yeah.
I don't like black and white movies.
Well, you say black and white like it's a distinct genre.
Well, they just don't move as fast as color films, and people talk more black and white. It just doesn't do it for me.
Oh.
So, how's life?
It's pretty good, except I think I'm sitting on a sponge.
How are things at home?
Proving the chaos theory one day at a time.
Okay. It's good.
Your third degree doesn't give off a lot of heat. What's on your mind?
I got a call from Katie.
I see.
She started crying when she was on the phone with me.
Uh-huh.
She said you yelled at her.
I didn't yell at her. There was a problem, and I needed to make myself clear, but I did it in my normal voice.
Okay. Good.
We just needed a little boundary adjustment, that's all.
Right.
It's not like she's not doing a great job. It's just sometimes she forgets she's my employee and not Lauren's girlfriend.
She said you said that.
I didn't say exactly that.
Something like that, she said.
I'm sorry she's upset, but she has to understand that she can't run Lauren's life like some teen beat Mary Poppins. Does she talk to you a lot?
She's my niece. I talk to her.
Specifically about me and Lauren and what goes on in our house?
Not specifically. She was feeling bad, and I'm the guy she calls when she's feeling bad.
Well, you didn't tell her you were going to talk to me about this, did you?
She doesn't know anything about us. And this conversation is officially creepy, which is not what I had in mind when I filled up the tub.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
For a long time after the Cooks adopted me, that's just how I thought a family treated you. And by the time I figured out that it wasn't, I didn't think that anybody would believe me.
And what would happen if you broke a rule?
Dad would hit me. Mr. Cook.
With his open hand or his fist?
Both, depending upon how bad he thought that I behaved. Sometimes he would use this piece of wood. It came off of an old screen door, and there were other things, if they were handy.
Did things change for you after the Cooks had Elizabeth and Bart?
Yes.
How?
I was adopted because Mom, Mrs. Cook, thought that she couldn't have babies. And before Elizabeth, they would tell me how lucky I was that they had to adopt me and how grateful I should be. And I was grateful. And after that, I realized that things were going to get bad for me. And it did.
The beatings increased?
Yes.
Why do you think that happened, Alice?
They said that I had gotten lazier and that I couldn't do anything right. But I think that they just didn't want me to exist anymore. They had their real kids, and I was their fake kid. I was a mistake. And that's when I became afraid of them. So I had to do something for me, and for Elizabeth, and for Bart. I'm sorry you're in jail, but there's nothing else I could do. I don't know if you really don't remember what you did to me, or if you're just lying, and I don't know what's worse.
Your Honor.
Sit down, Mr. Trask.
But one day you are gonna remember what you did to me. Or you'll stop lying. And I think that that day is gonna be very hard for you. But I do want you to know, for whatever it's worth, I forgive you. Mom. Dad. Daddy.
I take it last night was not a magic evening.
If he demanded money or even sexual favors, things might have worked out. But he didn't want that.
What do you want?
Dignity. A tribute I was unable to pay. I was blindsided by pride. Mine, not his. Oh, Fran, I lack delicacy.
No kidding.
I told Dashiell it had been sandblasted away, but that's not true. I think it went through a process of erosion, a little at a time, without my noticing. Or choosing not to notice.
Dashiell.
That's his name. Dashiell Purdue.
Hell of a handle.
Mark it well. When this place doesn't open, we can put a big sign over the door. Dashiell Purdue. Look on my works and despair.
We will open, Maxine. We didn't come this far to have someone named Dashiell stop us.
He didn't stop us, I did. If I'd been stuck in traffic and missed his inspection, we'd have that certificate of occupancy now. But I made good time that morning. Caught all the lights and arrived to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory.
The divorce attorney asked if there'd be a problem serving papers on Oscar. I didn't think so.
No, he's pretty easy to locate. Donna, divorcing Oscar. Are you doing this to protect Ariadne or because you heard that Oscar lied to you?
A. First choice, number one.
So you're not angry that Oscar lied to you about killing his mother?
Oh, no. I'm angry at me for believing him. It makes me look like some kind of romantic, idealistic dope.
You are romantic and idealistic.
Which is bad enough without looking really stupid. How could I have allowed myself to be deceived by him?
Yeah, there's a certain amount of deception at the start of any relationship. A window when you don't question the other person's story. Granted, Oscar left out something bigger than most.
I feel like the punchline at the end of a really mean practical joke.
Knowing you led Oscar to confess. For the first time, he took responsibility for what he did. Regardless of what you think about souls and redemption, that's important. And it wouldn't have happened without you. It doesn't feel like a joke to me.
What should I do?
Tonight, you don't have to do anything.
Helen and David Cook were convicted of physically abusing their daughter Alice and are currently serving sentences in a state facility. Now, incarceration does not, in itself, warrant termination of rights. Beyond that, neither of the Cooks were ever accused of physically harming their other two children, Elizabeth and Bart. Of all that I've heard, one testimony stands out in my mind. That of Elizabeth. Elizabeth gave me special insight into what it might be like to have the Cooks as parents, and I'm grateful that they called her in their defense so that I could hear what she had to say. Mr. and Mrs. Cook, you have squandered your children. You beat one child and you hollowed out the minds of two others, filling them with a fear that you perversely equate with love and respect. It is left to me to protect these children that you have damaged so egregiously. So, I am granting the state's petition to terminate the parental rights of David Cook and Helen Cook with regard to the three minors, Alice Cook, Elizabeth Cook, and Bart Cook. The Cooks will be permitted no contact with these children of any kind. That includes telephone calls and letter writing. Marshals, we are done, and the Cooks are leaving. We're in recess, 15 minutes.
We didn't do anything to any of them. How can you do this to us?
I can do this, Mr. Cook, because I have met your children.
No, we're right on schedule. I'll check with you tomorrow.
You were saying?
I can fix the window problem with a sledgehammer and one man, but this still leaves the staircase.
Which would still be 10,000.
Yes, but I gotta tell you, even if the money is there, and I start right away, I don't know if I could get it done to meet your deadline.
What does he want now?
Hello?
I called your office. They said I could find you here.
What's that? A subpoena?
It's your certificate of occupancy.
Thank you, Dashiell.
Well, I'll let you get back to work.
Just a minute. This will have to do for now. But we'll have a real one in place in time for the opening. In recognition of your efforts, Mr. Perdue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Noodle. Hello, Katie.
Hi. Hello.
Katie, thanks for bringing Lauren over. I hope it didn't upset any plans you might have made.
No, Miss Gray.
Well, good. Because, I wanted to talk to you about the other night. Katie, I'm sorry if I upset you with what I said and how I said it. I want you to know how grateful I am that someone as smart, dependable, and enthusiastic as you enjoys spending time with Lauren and the rest of us. I think you know what you mean to Lauren. I know I do. And maybe I was jealous of that.
You shouldn't be jealous.
No, I shouldn't. But sometimes we do things and we feel things we shouldn't. So you and I still need to sit down and discuss what's best for Lauren. But right now, I wanted to say I was sorry about the other night, and hope you accept my apology.
Sure, I do. I was going to apologize to you. My mom says sometimes I have more personality than I know what to do with, and people don't know how to handle it.
Well, we'll both be more careful from now on. Okay?
Okay.
Well, I need to get back to work, so I'll walk you guys to the stairs.
Coming up next on TNT's Prime Time in the Daytime, the drama erupts when Amy rules over a troubled teenager. Judging Amy is next on TNT.
ভাই কি দেখেন?
বাইকটা কি আপনার?
হ্যাঁ আমার ভাই কি হইছে?
নাম্বার প্লেট কই?
সেটা দিয়ে আপনার কি দরকার?
রাইট দেন।
হ্যাঁ রাইট দিই। কি হইছে?
বেরিবাদ যাবেন?
না ভাই এই মুহূর্তে বেরিবাদ যাবো না ভাই।
ভাই চলেন না, আমার মা অসুস্থ।
ভাই আমার রাইড শেষ, আমার পোলার আছে জন্মদিন, আমার তাড়াতাড়ি বাড়ি যাইতে হবে, আমি যাইতে পারবো না। তো আপনি আর একটা রাইড দেখেন, এ নিয়ে যাবে আপনারে।
ভাই বিপদ তার বইলে আসেন, আমার মাই অসুস্থ। ভাই আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি একজন হেল্প করতো না?
এই মুহূর্তে ভাই এই বেরিবাদে আমার বাড়িটা থাকলো উল্টা দিকে, আমার যাইতে অনেক দেরি হয়ে যাবে।
ভাই একটু স্যাক্রিফাইস করেন না ভাই, আমার মা অসুস্থ, আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি আপনি করতেন না?
আরে
একটু বাড়াই দেবো ভাই, চলেন ভাই।
আরে এই সময় বেরিবাদ কেমনে যাবো
ভাই? আয়ান না, আমি তো আপনার সাথে যাইতেছি ভাই, আমার একটু নামাই দিয়ে আসেন, খুব দরকার ভাই। চলেন ভাই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে চলেন। ভাই কোন দিকে? ভাই আর কোন দিকে যাবো কোন তো? সেই কখন থেকে তো সামনে সামনে করতেছে।
রফিকরে ডাক দাও।
এখন অনেক রাত হয়েছে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করো, ওর জন্য একটা কেকের পিস রেখে দাও।
আচ্ছা রাইখা দিব না, কাল সকালে তুই দিয়ে আসিস।
মা, মোমবাতি কই?
মোমবাতি আনতে তো ভুলে গেছি একদম।
তাহলে কাজ করো, বাবাকে আনতে কইয়া দাও।
তোর বাপ কি জানে যে কেক কিনে নিয়ে আসছি? আচ্ছা আগে আসুক, তারপরে দোকানে পাঠাবো নেবো মানে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করি, আমি নিজে গিয়ে নিয়ে আসি।
ছোট মানুষের রাতেবেলা বাইরে যাওয়া নিষেধ তোরে শিখাইছি না?
তাহলে আবার একটা কাজ করো, বাবাকে ফোন দিয়ে কইয়া দাও বেলুন আনতে, আর বলবা যে তাড়াতাড়ি আসতে।
আর একটু অপেক্ষা করি, হ্যাঁ তারপর কমুনি।
Mustang Mui Trần Viên 87 à? Đây à, 88. 46 à? 49, 50, 51. Lưu record này. Lần trước cũng 51, nhưng mà 51 1 tẹo. Ui. Đây rồi, quyền trượng của tôi. Phải thua á? Bài này phải thua. Đã xét tôi phải thua. Quyền trượng của tôi, xin cảm ơn. Rồi xong. Bay cao như thầy xem nào. Uầy, rất nhiều quỷ. Ok broccoli, sắp rồi, anh đã nếp trận cả đến lượt broccoli. Bình. Chia xem xong cần phải đi ngủ. Binh, cái xa. Chị. Bay lên trên. Là gì đâu, có gì thấy gì không? Nó không ra mắc file được rồi. Chắc ra cách xa không ra mắc file đâu. Thầy sẽ lái Binh chê linh. Cái bay 400 lap ở Go 2. Thầy đang cày tiền để đi bớt lên 7. Nốt lần này lên 7 đã quay về Go 3. Thầy bay tốc độ mà ác ma ác quỷ. Wow. Binh chi và lên em ơi. Có thể không? Mình thắng. Yes. Quỷ ác quỷ vai. Bài này vẫn thua thằng đếm nào ấy. Thằng nhà chữ Trung Quốc. What the hell. Thuật sĩ tiến hóa tự nhiên á. Chúng ta Xong ra thật à? Không ra thật à? Lên đoạn em chết mà. Chết lấy Asia 2 lên 9, lấy Asia 2 binh chi linh. Anh ạ. Chết 7 ra xét mà. Vừa lên chết 7 phát ra xét luôn. Hiểu. Bây giờ anh lấy cái quỹ phòng hộ để cho tiền, hay anh ngồi zone hết đến 50 tiền, còn 50 tiền thôi mà anh là còn hơn 60 tiền nhé. Tiền ra xét rồi xong, tất cả dừng lại. Chọn không gọi chồng. Đẹp trai vãi bíp. Sự đẹp trai không? Sấm mút rồi, sấm mớt trời này. Ai à? Mèo. Nhớ ra gì à? Ra cuối 2 vòng cơ. Cháu biết. Thì sao? Thằng lẽ oan rồi gì. Chết ngay. Chuồn ông. Perfect. Nhiều record này, ngon. 460 không? 60 rồi. Ngon. 61, 62. Đeo lên 62. Ô, đây rồi. Có đau nữa phải không? Chú bị lên cơn điên rồi em ơi. What the hell? Của bà đéo ra vẫn ra. Hiệp gì đây? Mày trốn vẫn dạo ăn mà, đéo hiểu. Vừa nó có hiệu đi thần rừng anh không chơi. Thế định mệnh một thần rừng rồi. Anh mà biết đánh chết 10 thì sẽ là 6 thần rừng, 7 định mệnh. Khiếp, mày sấy kinh rồi. Nằm vào gỡ lỗ không vậy? Huy nhân được không? 28 máu chắc thế. Chắc thế. Gì? Mèo 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 mèo. Ôi dạ sao có này đây? Cái gì? Thì anh vừa bảo đấy. Thế anh mới để im thằng kia ở đấy. Mèo mèo gió lắp thế. Chi ủa nó vậy chồng. Thôi kìa vậy. Có Huy cầm cái kìa sự phân nhau. Từ xem cái thằng này á. Nổ không vậy? Thôi xong rồi mày đi. Thần tài biết điếp ấy, thần tài biết điếp mà. Tụi anh gặp rồi, nó biết điếp mà. Anh gặp nó lúc đầu của biết là biết điếp ấy. Nằm 4 vào. Xong được không? Chứ cũng vậy. Tí thua. Xin ra bao. Check.
ও তুমি
দৌড়াচ্ছেন?
দৌড়াবো কেন? মাগের এরকম আটকা মায়া মনে সামনে চলে আসলে তো একটু চিন্তা লাগেই। আর কালকে আবার তোমার মামার সাথে চ্যালেঞ্জ। বইলা আইসো শেষবার মতো চুল দাঁড়িয়ে আশ্রয় আসতে।
শুনেন, কালকের খেলায় আপনি হারবেন।
বাবা কনফিডেন্স দেখছো মেয়ে।
যদি না হারছেন তাহলে কিন্তু বললাম এটা দিয়ে আমি আমার হাতে আপনার নাম লিখুন। মানে তো তখনই বুঝবেন যখন এটার দায় আপনার উপর পড়ব। সরেন।
আরে ভাই নাম লিখবা মানে? কি মুসিবতে বললাম। জিততে না পারে এখন 2 নাম্বারই।
কি করছিস? এটা কি করলি তুই মামা বলতো? শেষ পর্যন্ত ওই হাবলু মামার কাছে।
সরি বলছি তো, মিস্টেক হইছে। আর এটা খেলা না, খেলাতে হার জিত থাকেই।
এই কথা তুই বলতাছিস? 3 বারের চ্যাম্পিয়ন নিলয় বলতেছে এই কথা, শেষ পর্যন্ত খেলায় হার জিত থাকেই।
হ্যাঁ বলতেছি, এবার হয় না আগামী বার হইব। আর শোন, আমাদের না বয়স বেশি হয়ে গেছে, ঠিক আছে? এখন এটা জুনিয়রদের করা কাম, আমরা অনেক সিনিয়র হয়ে গেছি।
এই দাঁড়া জুনিয়র? হ্যাঁ, কোন অ্যাঙ্গেল ওই হাবলু মামার তো জুনিয়র মনে হলো? কত দেখি। এই কথা শোনার পরে ওই হাবলু মামা সানফ্লাওয়ার তেল মাইরা ঠিক করে হাসবো। তুই এমন একটা কাজ করছিস মামা, এলাকায় মুখ দেখানোর মতো অবস্থা থাকলো না।
আমি টাকা দিতেছি, একটা কাজ কর, বোরকা কিন না পিন্দা ঘুরতে থাক, ঠিক আছে? এলাকায় আর মুখ দেখাই তুই না।
দাঁড়া, আমার মনে হইতেছে কেউ তোরে তাবিজ করছে। তুই কখনো তো এই কথা বলার ছেলে না, কি হয়েছে কত?
কোনো তাবিজ টাবিজ কিছু না। আর শোন, আনোয়ারের রহিম বাবুর ছেড়ে আনতে পাঠাইছিলাম, কই হয়?
ভাই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ভাই।
ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম। আনোয়ার কই?
ভাই পাঠায় কই জানি গেল গা ভাই? কামটা কি হলো ভাই? কালকে গেম রাইডা গেলেন?
আবার হইছে, কাজের কথা আসি। লাইলির পার্টিতে কাচ্চি করে দিব।
না ভাই পারুম না, মাফ করে দেন ভাই। আপনার লেগে আমার জানা হাজির, ওই মেয়ের লেগে আমি ভাই কাচ্চি বাচ্চি রাঁধতে পারবো না ভাই।
কি কই? রহিম ভাই মাথা ঠান্ডা, মাথা ঠান্ডা। তোমাদের ছাড়া হইব না তো বিষয়টা। এমন কাচ্চি খাওয়াই ফিরব, মনে করো 7 দিন যাতে কেউ বাথরুম থেকে বাইর না হইতে পারে। বুঝছো না বিষয়টা? পারো না? যাও এবার রেডি করে গিয়া যাও তাড়াতাড়ি।
একটু পরে খবর হইব।
তোমরা আমগুলোকে বইতা
আরে আমরা তো খাবোই, আগে আপ্যায়নটা করে নেই। পুরান ঢাকার ট্রেডিশন তো আপ্যায়ন করা, কি মামা?
আইতো দুষ্ট লাইনে আইছো, এরকম লাইনে থাকলে তো কোনো সমস্যা হইতো না। খুব তো কইছিল খেলার কথা, এখন বুঝছো খেলা কি?
এখন একদম ক্লিয়ার মামা। আপনার একটু কাছে দিই। আলু দেই, আলু আলু।
না না না, গোস্ত দাও, গোস্ত দাও।
এই যে গোস্ত দেই।
অনেক মজা হয়েছে। এই লাইলি দাও, লাইলি দাও।
আলু
ল ল ল ল লাইলি ল। তুমি লইবানি?
খাইতাম মজুর তো।
তুমি একটু খাও।
তোমরা মিলে আমগুলোকে খাইতাম।
আরে খাবো তো, খাবার তো আছে।
লোকে খাও।
আরে মামা খান তো। আজকে কিছু লাগলে বললেন কিন্তু।
মজা হয়েছে।
আসলে
না, তুই ল, গোস্ত ল।
এইবার লইয়া কয়বার হয়েছে?
ভাই 5 বার।
তোমার এত করে কইছি যে একটু কম কম খাও, মাংনা খাওন পাইলে হুদাই হাম করে খাও।
দুলা ভাই আমি তো মাগনা খাওন খাই ভাই, আমরা তো বাজেতে জিতছি আর আমি তো পরিমাণ মতোই খাইছি। বিশ্বাস করেন দুলা ভাই, আমি নিশ্চিত ওরা খাওয়ানোর মধ্যে কিছু মিশাইছে। লাইলিও তো পরিমাণ মতো খাইছে, ওরা তো পেট নামছে শুনছি।
হ্যাঁ, মানুষের খায় কাম নাই, তোমার খাওয়ানোর লোকে কিছু মিলাইছে।
ভাই আপনি জানেন না, ওরা অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস, অনেক ডেঞ্জারাস দুলা ভাই। ওরা প্রত্যেকটা ধরে ধরে ফাঁসি দেওয়া উচিত দুলা ভাই। আমি খালি একটু সোজা হয়ে দাঁড়াইলি, তারপর দেখেন আমি রাজপথে নামবো, রাজপথে নামবো, আমি আন্দোলন করবো অগো ফাঁসির লিগা।
যাও যাও, তুমি তোমার কামে যাও, আমি তোমার লেগে কেড়ে বয়ে থাকো।
আপনি একটু বহান ভাই।
Thì 400 à? 400. Đây kiểm tra năng lượng này. Somos 700 rồi, rebat được một lần nữa. Ok. Lần sẽ rebat được mời anh quay qua kia, anh binh. Sẽ là bố của qua kia. Yes. Thua hoài à? Không cội thắng à? Át 1 thực sự là khó đấy. Sẽ lấy một cái đồ ánh sáng đi, sẽ là cái cung xanh ánh sáng đi. Hai cái giảm yếu hai bên nhỉ, Thôi kệ. Thầy đang kéo một cái vùng đầu. Về rồi 25 chắc là nốt nào nữa thì lên 8 vậy. Lại là cái thằng Zurich này, sao nó vẫn lên được con ấy bài nhỉ? Như là con Zurich bài ở đâu ra ấy. Rồi nó con Nautilus nữa, mình cầm tận 4 con Nautilus rồi chúng nó vẫn còn à. Ê xong ý làm mày không ba. Được, thua không? Thua à. Ok rồi, đi rồi. Tốc mấy đây? Chưa đi, sắp đi. Anh đi xa rồi, anh không lái xe nữa, anh đắp mộ rồi, không thể là Riot Cat được. Khóc U Linh à, em phải cút. Cút đi. Đây đi cho đỡ bị bắn vào đầu. Cày tê tại vì bắn cặp tự. Kéo ra xử ra. Ui rồi, cặp bóng may mắn Boco 3 nhưng mà ít tiền không sao? Ít tiền. Tích xong rồi bao nhiêu máu? Có 5.000 máu rồi sao? Chắc thế. Bế mày, đối kia ông chết à? Đối kia xét bế không được, không thấu mấy cái cùng dao, chậm quá. Đây đừng người nó vả rồi nó vả trước à? Mày tí thua. Đi chợ nhặt xem một cái cung đi, anh cũng sắp không đi rồi, anh sẽ được đi chợ trước. Ai à, cũng đau rồi. Là Soraka, mày đi anh chết lắm. Đừng nhặt nhầm đồ. Xong có đủ đồ rồi này. Chả có nằm gì đấy, có ấn gì à? Ấn gì ấy? Ấn thần thoại, ấn sử ra. Trốn khó 400 củ đây. Thì có phải nữa là 581 củ. Tiền perfect. Mivicode 416 lap. Qua 400 lap rồi. Rồi Pháp rồi xong này. Đi lao và này còn đồ đéo nữa. Còn áo đam phép không? Sát thương phép này. Sát 5 nhau sát thương phép này. Con này full sát thương phép này. Ok. Làm đéo còn gì. Là còn một cái kiểu cá đồ nó đéo. Ok, xong. Thì với ai đây? Ba cái thằng kia. Bạn kia có lắc thì sự láo đấy. Bạn kia có quả lắc thì đéo ấy. 500 củ rồi, thiếu 30 triệu nữa. Thiếu 26 triệu. Mốt nữa thì sẽ được là đủ tiền để triple phân nữa. Lên 6.6 rồi. 6.4 nhỉ, cái mất rồi. Nhưng mà là tầm 6 chấm hơn. Yes. Mày A2 nữa là xong. A2 nữa là xong game. Ui rê. Hỏng đấy. Ui tí cút đánh bóng ạ. Bóng thằng nào ấy? Hộ cái đi. Thằng bốc lửa. Gì tí thua. Chi mình cầm bóng nó tí cút. Cho thêm máu à, 19 thì làm chi, là mình phải thắng hoặc mình cút một trong hai thằng này. Được, vẫn đéo đủ. Kéo ra át này. Thằng này cầm 2 con át. Một thằng cầm 2 con át này. Thằng này không cầm át nào. chết nó rồi. Nó nằm ngấu rồi đấy, giờ thì 15. Nó mà chết thì mình chết. Cái thằng vậy con lắc và bắn phát cho gần con át một chắc cút. Nó cầm át rồi nhưng mà nhớ thằng át nhở, cũng mất 4 con mà. Chúng ta một bắn lỏ lắm. Để bảo mà bắn lỏ nhất còn CC thì hết tung nó trốn. Còn lắp bắn số phát chết át thì mày qua là bắn nhóc kia chưa? Mày đi 4 tháng gì đây rồi đến được giao dòng rồi, kiếm đồ xanh tụ cao vậy thôi 130.000 quay thì số
আচ্ছা আপনি ওই দিন আপনার আম্মার সামনে আমার লগে এরকম ব্যবহার করছেন কেন?
আমার ইচ্ছে হয়েছে আমি করছি, আর আমার পিছে ঘুরে লাভ নেই।
কেন? আমি আপনার ভালোবাসি না, করবো না কেন?
বেহায়া মেয়ে রে বাবা, তোমার তো আমি ক্লিয়ার করে বলছি যে আমি তোমার বিয়ে করব না।
আরে আপনার আম্মাই তো আমার পছন্দ করছো, তো আপনি শাদি করবেন না কেন?
তাহলে তারই বিয়েটা করো।
কি কইতাছেন? আমি আপনার আম্মারে কেন শাদি করব? আপনারা শাদি করুন, আর আপনি যদি আমার শাদি না করছেন তাহলে কয়ে দিলাম ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম আমার হাতে লিখুন।
তোমার যা ইচ্ছা তুমি তাই করো, আমি একদমই ভয় পাই না। আগের বার মাইনে নিছি, খেলা ছিল দেখা, এটা খেলা না, এটা আমার জীবন। আমি জীবন নিয়ে ছেলে খেলা করতে পারবো না।
আমি হাঁচা কইতেছি, আমি কিন্তু ব্লেড দিয়ে
হাতে পায়ে গলায় মুখে সব জায়গায় যেখানে ইচ্ছা সেখানে লেখো, ইংরেজি বাংলা ফার্সি যেটাতে পারো সেটাতেই লেখো, আমার কিচ্ছু যায় আসে না।
আপনার আমি শেষবারের মতো কইতেছি, আপনার আর বেশি সময় দিব না, শুধুমাত্র 12 ঘন্টা সময় দিলাম। এই 12 ঘন্টার মধ্যে আপনি আপনার মত বদলাইবেন, নাহলে কইলাম আমি হাঁচায় ব্লেড দিয়ে আপনার নাম লিখে ফেলাম, আমার কেউ আটকাইতে পারবো না।
আরামসে তুমি সিগারেট টানো, বুঝো না শান্তিতে, আর ওদিক দিয়ে কাম সারছে। আরে শুনোস না, ওই মেয়ে তো ডেঞ্জারাস একটা ঘটনা ঘটায় ফেলছে।
লেট দিয়ে হাত কাটছে, এখন কি গো মামা?
ওই মেয়েটা
বস কি মামা? হাত
কেন? ওই মেয়ের তোর কোনো কথা হয়েছিল?
কালকে রাত্রেবেলা বাসার সামনে এসে দাঁড়াইছিল, আমার 12 ঘন্টার আলটিমেটাম দিছে।
এই কিসের আলটিমেটাম দিছে রে? হ্যাঁ
আরে ওই বিয়াতে রাজি না হইলে কি জানি।
এই কথা তুই আগে কবি না।
আরে আমি কি বুঝছি নাকি?
আরে না বাবার কি আছে, বুঝোস না, মেয়েটা তো ডেঞ্জারাস।
এখন যদি কিছু হয়ে যায় মামা, আমাকে তো পুলিশে ধরে নিয়ে যাবে। আমি কি করছি?
ও আমি কি করছি কিছু জানো না? না ওই বেটা আইনার মারবে জানো, জীবনে তো থানায় তুই যাস্তে জানবি কেন? থানায় আমি গেছি জানি। ফোন যে কোনো হলে আত্মহত্যা প্ররোচনকারী যেই হোক না কেন, তার নাম যদি একবার থানায় গিয়ে কয় মামা, তাহলে তোর খবর আছে। এখন তুই কি করবি তুই চিন্তা করে দেখ।
কি করছে সব? এই লাইলি বাইচা আছে তো?
হ্যাঁ শুনলাম ও তো বাইচা আছে।
কোন হসপিটাল আছে? আমি যাই একটু দেখা করে আসি।
হসপিটালে যাই দেখা করে, হসপিটাল থাকলে এতক্ষণ তুমি চৈত শিকার ভিত্তি থাকলা, বুঝো নাই? আর তুমি যাই হয়তো বাসায় আছে আসবা। এই তুই কি ওর বাসায় যাবি?
তুই যাবি মামা?
হায় রে খোদা, তুমি আইছো, আমি জানতাম তুমি আইবা। আমি লাইলে কইছি তুমি আসবা। চ্যাংরা হও আর রক্ত গরম হও, মানুষ তো, তোমার মনের ভিতরে সেই প্রেমটা আছে।
আচ্ছা আমি লাইলির সাথে একটু দেখা করবো।
লাইলির সাথে দেখা করবা?
কেমন আছে ও?
আছে বাবা, আসো আসো, তোমার আমি একটু দেখা করাতে আসো।
এইসব কি?
প্লেট দিয়ে তোমার নাম লিখছি, বানান ঠিক আছে?
একদম ঠিক আছে। কিন্তু কি বলো বাইক না, ভালো হয়েছে না? আমি কিন্তু লাইলিতে কইছিলাম লাইলি একটা ছবি তুইলা ওরা পাঠাই দে। ওই কইছে যে না, কিছু জিনিস আছে এগুলো ছবি তুলে পাঠালে সঠিকভাবে দেখা যায় না, সামনাসামনি দেখতে হয়। এর লেগে তো এতক্ষণ ধরে তোমার জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি।
এইসব পাগলামির কোনো মানে আছে?
আছে না। তোমার আমি শাদি করব, তুমি আমার শাদি করবা, করবা না?
এই তুমি কি আমার বলদ পাইছো? বলদ এই পাশে দাঁড়ানো লোকটার মতো।
নিলয় তুমি আমার মামার নিয়ে কি করতেছো?
আমি বলবো তুমি শুনবা। মানে এই যদি তোমার হাত কাটার নমুনা হয়, হ্যাঁ আমি জানলে আমি জীবনেও আসতাম না। আর যদি হাত সত্যি সত্যি কাটতাও তাও আসতাম না, কোনো লাভই হতো না। আমি তোমারে বিয়ে করবো না। তোমার মতো মেয়ের সাথে শুধুমাত্র মজা নেওয়া যায়, বাড়ির বউ করা যায় না। তোমার মধ্যে ওই রকম কোনো এলিমেন্টই নাই।
তুমি একটু বেশি বেশি করতেছো না?
এই মাঝখান দিয়ে ঢুকে গেলেন, হ্যাঁ? সাদে কি আপনার মাইনছে হাবলু কয়? এর লেগে আপনার হাবলু কয়। কারণ ঢুকছেন যখন, তখন আমারে না বুঝায় আপনার এই ড্রামাবাজ ভাগ্নিরা বুঝান। আমি ওরে বিয়ে করবো না, আমি মরে গেলে ওরে বিয়ে করবো না। মানে নিজের তো কোনো মান সম্মান নাই, পরিবারের মান সম্মানটা যদি খোয়াইতে না চাও তাহলে এসব বন্ধ করো। সবার সামনে অপমান করবো না।
থাক ভাগ্নি, তুই কষ্ট পাইস না। হয় তোরা বুঝতে পারে নাই, আর যেদিন বুঝতে পারবো ওই কান্দা বুক চাপলাইবো, তখন বুঝবো যে কি জিনিস হারাইছি। তুই কান্দিস না ভাগ্নি, একদম কান্দিস না। তুই থাক, আমি আইতাছি, দেখতেছি।
Thằng kia ở đấy. Meo meo, giống lắp thế. Chi. Ủa nó vậy chồng. Thôi kìa, kệ. Có Huy cầm cái kìa, sự với nhau. Từ xem cái thằng này á. Nổ không vậy, thôi xong rồi, mày đi. Thần tài biết điếp ấy, thần tài biết điếp mà. Rồi anh gặp hỏi nó biết điếp mà. Anh gặp nó lúc đầu rồi biết là biết điếp ấy. Nằm bốn vào. Sao được? Ủa chứ cũng vậy. Khí thua. Xin ra bao. Check. Xin ra ba không? Tí chịu vậy. Ok mọi người, anh cũng định mà. Hả? Anh xin ra ba mà. Có thể không? Azit. Chưa kéo. Anh chậm mà. Bình tĩnh nhỉ. Chết hả?
Không kéo cái kia cho con Azit để nó vẽ ra ngoài thua là.
Kéo gì? Kéo đồ này á, định mệnh á. Sao? Bình tĩnh. Thằng này nó khỏe mà. Mình không muốn chết.
Còn hai bạn nữa.
Trời, nhìn dễ.
Gặp thằng trên đầu là nó cầm tên ba.
Xin ra ba luôn. Không đâu, không ở nhà đâu. Không, giống ai chơi. Trốn đâu. Mình đang dừng này. Được rồi. Là tóc gái, nhưng mà tóc gái dễ bị mất lắm. Chỉ còn lấy giáp này. Ở đây rồi. Ai mấy dispute. Nhớ hiểu. Nhớ vậy. Đây rồi. Kìa, hai thằng đi một chỗ à? Không, nhưng mà thằng này cũng khỏe. Không biết em rồi. Ê, xét lại. Để xét làm chi ạ? 7 đinh mệnh là tao à? Thôi, thua mà. Nếu hiểu. Không, chưa có được. Nếu có à, có ai giữ đâu. Chuẩn. Có ai không có ai giữ đâu. Giao luôn không? Giao luôn không? Giao luôn không? Cái này chọn cái đéo chả được. Thằng nào sẽ chết. Chi. Thế cho hết đồ rồi à? Vẫn để hết đồ đó không? Nam Minh hơn à? Thôi gặp thằng này đi. Thằng này vừa mình thua. Nó làm cái gì ấy? Nó phải ăn đi ba kìa. Nó phải ăn đi ba này. Thằng này có phải ăn đi ba mày em. Ê là thiếu một con. Nó phải Azit nữa kìa. Sai. Không được rồi thầy ơi. Được, sao dòng mình sao tự rơi ra cái xin ra. Chịu bài vẫn mảng. Thầy đi mua làm không có đâu. Ồ, tự ra mà bảo rồi. Dấu đây. Chi. Mày. Giờ mới ping. Oan một đéo dạo cái thằng kia luôn đấy oan rồi. Lụm. Đủ xanh không? Hay cái này? Còn chút dồn nữa không?
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এলেটে বান্দর তুই চুপ থাক তুমি তো মোর বন্ধু সুরজ রে চেনো মোর মেলা দিনের পুরানা বন্ধু লোকটাও ভালো বিশ্বাসী আর তার মাইয়া যে খারাপ হইবে ইয়া কিন্তু মোর বিশ্বাস হয় না আমার ওই দোস্ত সুরজ রে মুই কথা দিছি তার মাইয়া আয়সার লগে আগামী মাসে মগো পোলার বিয়া দিমু তা বাবা তুমি কি কর
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ রাস্তা ক্লিয়ার
তোর বাবার একটু মাথা মোটা হলে তাতে কি হয়েছে কথাটা কিন্তু খুব একটা খারাপ করেনি তাই না ভালো একটা ডিসিশন নিছে
এই বেটা ওই যাও কই আরে বেটা যাও কই
বয় বাবা বয় রাখি মাথাটা ঠান্ডা করে বয় না কথা বলতেছি কথা বলি একটু শুন
আচ্ছা আব্বু আম্মু মন থেকে খুশিতে তোরে বিয়ে করাইতে চাইতেছে মানে তোর মতো বলদ আমি আমার দুনিয়াতে দেখি তুই যেখানে রাজি হবি সে জায়গার মধ্যে তুই উল্টা মোসামসি করতেছিস আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর তাহলে আমি
এলেটে বান্দর তুই চুপ থাক বাজান মোসরামুসরি কইরা কোনো লাভ হইবে না বিয়া কোনো অপরাধের কাম না হনু পোলাপান যখন বড় হয় বাবা মার দায়িত্ব পোলাপান করে উত্তম জায়গায় বিয়ে দেওয়া আমার জানা মতো মাইয়াটা সুশীল ভদ্র বিয়েটা হইয়া গেলে তখন বুঝবা তখন আর তোমার অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করা লাগবে না বাবার হোটেলে বইয়া ঠ্যাংয়ের উপর ঠ্যাং তুলা খাবা অসুবিধা কি
অনেক অসুবিধা আমি বিয়ে করবো না আর তোমার বিয়ে দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা হলে তোমার ছোট ছেলের সাথে বিয়ে দাও ওই যে আয়সানা কি নাম ছোট ছেলের বিয়ে দিয়ে দাও তার সাথে আমি পড়াশোনা করব আমি পড়াশোনা করে পাশ করে আমি হায়ার স্টাডির জন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে বিদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমি পড়তে যাব আমি বিয়ে করব না আমি পড়াশোনা করব
বাজান দিল্লি বহু দূর ওদিকে তুমি তাকাইও না লাভ হইবে না ওই মাইয়ারেই তোমার বিয়া করতে হইবে ফোন নাম্বার নেও কথা কও দরকার পড়লে দুজনে দেখা সাক্ষাৎ করো সিন পরিচয় হও আগামী মাসের যে কোনো দিন তুমি কত মোর এককানি কথা
আপা তোরা তো জানিস তোর আব্বার মাথা গরম যেই কথা বলে সেই কাজ না করা পর্যন্ত তার মাথাটা গরমই থাকে তাছাড়া বাবা সবার তো আর লেখাপড়া হয় না হয় বাবা যে বলছে বিয়ে শাদী কইরা বাবার ব্যবসাটা একটু দেখাশোনা কর এতে করে তোর একটা নতুন জীবন হবে একটা নতুন সংসার হবে তাই না জীবনটা একদম পাল্টায়া যাবে ঝরঝরা হয়ে যাবে তাই না আব্বা আমার কথা শুনতে হয়। হ্যাঁ বাজান?
আমার ভবিষ্যৎ এমনিও ভালো, পড়াশোনা করলেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো হবে। তুমি যাও এখান থেকে, যাও, আমার মেজাজ একটু গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যাও এখান থেকে যাও।
তোর বাবার কথাটা একটু ভালো করে মনোযোগ দিয়ে চিন্তা কর। হ্যাঁ
ভাইয়া, জীবনে বহুত অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করেছ, এবার জীবনের অঙ্কটা মিলাও। এই যে উস্কো খুস্কো গাড়গুলো আছে না, চুলগুলো আছে না, ওগুলো সেরুনে গিয়ে ফেশিয়াল টেশিয়াল করে একটু মানুষ হও, বুঝছো?
জুতাগুলো না ময়লা হয়ে গেছে, এগুলো ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো। ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো।
Rồi tháng 7. Ngon mà mình đi uống nước. Mà mình đi uống nước. Chưa? Hôm tới mà đấy, hôm tới mà Cương bảo đấy, bảo mà anh em điều tra em đi uống nước, có anh ấy không thì không biết. Nhưng mà không có anh Cường. Nhưng mà không có anh Cường. Anh ấy không có anh Cường. Chuột bố, chuột. Còn đi quân sự, khoảng 8 mà. Anh đóng tiền đâu mà nó nạp. Nó còn chơi báo cơ, nó còn chơi báo anh nạp cơ. Chuyển tiền nó cơ. Rồi xem lậu đi, mai xem tiếp. Tôi đi ngủ đi, mai xem tiếp, mai lại xem đến 4 giờ sáng. Đấy. Mai xem đến 2 giờ sáng. Mày thích bảo tay ngủ sớm không? Chắc thằng cái Khôi thức đêm nhiều nên đéo tăng cân nhỉ chun này. Đéo tăng cân tự nhiên được. Khôi 58 cân. Yeah. FPT à? Chọn. Tuyên Quang. Ăn phim mà. Tuyên Quang. Mày gọi ông mày gọi ông bạn từ chiều mà sao giờ ông mới vào? Gọi từ chiều mà. Chuẩn bố. Trời quá. Cay hả? Theo hiểu. Mày tốt rồi. Đi mà gì? Bao nhiêu rồi? 32 tuổi. Anh còn 9 phút nữa, rồi anh sắp stop rồi. Tối anh em, không gì không dễ. Cái thằng kia tự nhiên rảnh mà quay xong bắt, xong bảo người ta kêu quét mặt cho ở đâu ra vậy? Chung bố à? Nó không phải là sếp của mình hả bố? Bố rồi. Dạ thích cần ha. Dạ rồi. Dạ. Anh sinh ke xong ngủ muộn ra để làm chi? Sinh ke xong là 4-2 giờ mới ngủ làm chi? Bố à? Biết tại sao mà Netflix như thế không? Bởi vì tao không muốn cho mày thức khuya đấy. Bao nhiêu à? Nốt mấy phút đi tắm mình ngủ. Sao? 19 nhanh chui 61 tuổi 61 tuổi à? Đi được rồi. Tao không bao nhiêu thành quen rồi. Trước khi quen một mình thì thôi gì. Đọc đây là chuyện em được à? đọc cái là chuyện lên được à? Ai biết đâu, ai biết đâu. Tao đùa hack cho tao. Phải không? Nhưng mà sao cao đây? Không cao màn xuống à? Cái gì? Không chịu được rồi, thua rồi. Em Nam thua rồi, anh còn 5 phút. Sau 5 phút rưỡi. Người vứt cũng chỉ vì một con chó thôi mà đi giết người nè. Sao video bắt rồi. Rồi vừa ra có 20 phút đã xong, giờ lại phải quay 1 tiếng nữa. Bảo sao hôm nay tao thấy thông báo thanh toán mà. Hôm nay tao thấy thông báo của mẹ tao là hãy thanh toán Netflix các kiểu mà thằng bạn tao đéo nhắn gì luôn à. Bận rồi em. Nhưng mà anh chỉ có tiền của Momo vui. Anh chỉ có tiền cho Momo thôi. Có đâu, ông giáo chua đâu, mà em giờ đéo chua mà. Chưa em. Chua anh nó banh luôn rồi. Chua anh banh luôn rồi. Mà ông giáo không chuyển tiền. Không, anh có là nhắn tin một tí bao nhiêu để chuyển tiền. Hôm qua chứ. Hôm qua nhắn tin nhưng mà đéo chuyển tiền. Trốn nhau. Cái gì ấy? Làm gì ấy? Làm gì ấy? Đâu? Thằng béo đâu? Thằng béo ở ngoài cùng kia. Đã làm gì đâu? Ngoài cái thằng mà đỏ ấy. Ngoài cái thằng đỏ chót kìa. Lắm, mà lộ ai này, mà vợ đánh liên minh. Còn vợ đánh liên Bách Khoa mà, còn vợ đánh liên minh mà. Dám quay liên minh. Trôn mà. rồi 175 tuổi đủ không? Đủ rồi, thử vòng nữa 24 lap. Anh Vũ ngầu gọi. Anh Vũ sửa nhanh ấy. 24 rồi, bây giờ anh rồi tiếp 7 mét 23 nhé. Sao vậy? Nhọt. Anh quay nhiều rồi, trở top 1. Là anh top 1 chưa nào? Anh vay 796 lần. Rồi. Sao anh? Cái gì cơ? Chỉnh sửa cái gì? Không phải anh đâu, Hoàng Tuấn. Nó đang đi với người yêu mày em. Vừa anh về là vừa anh về anh set story là đang 5 phút trước. Đang chơi đùa với nhau ở quán cà phê trong khi bọn mình ở nhà quay vít như một con lợn. Phải chưa? Đúng. Chưa, lúc ấy chưa có mấy có hiếu khôi. Đâu, hiếu khôi quá, không hiếu khôi. Lúc ấy thằng Nam chưa vào, lúc có hiếu khôi. Trôn mà. Anh em nói rằng mới tránh rồi. Nó cứ trôn đi đéo hiểu. Bảo gì, nó cứ hỏi cái gì, Em nào cái gì đây? Thằng Nam, lúc ấy có thằng Nam, lúc ấy có thằng Nam kia đấy. Có. Không nhớ là nó đi lúc ấy nó đi chưa, nhưng mà lúc đấy là lúc nói về cái vậy đấy là có thằng Nam kia nó có vào nó ra mà.